Let go. What's up to everybody in the building, man? Be sure to smash that like button, bro. Let's get it. Get the likes all the way up. We need as many people in here as possible. I got about 30, 45 minutes to get these picks out the way. Then we going straight into the debate, man. But I know some of y'all come here for the predictions and who we got in the fights this weekend. We got 8 of them we gonna drop for you. We still get y'all that same quality. We still get y'all that same quality. We did a lot of studying for everything. I promise y'all I'm ready, bro. I promise y'all I'm ready. Right side is a worthy opponent. We taking him serious. And I know he taking me serious. After this, we'll be brothers. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm going to show y'all what I mean when I say greatest debate performance in history, bro. Y'all going to see. Y'all can't even see me. I'm dancing right now, though, bro. I'm dancing. Hey, man, I'm so excited, bro. I can't believe Master League ain't got no rings. Let me get you right, bro. Let me get you right, bro. Oh, that's it. We done. Yeah. What's up, y'all? I said what's popping with y'all, man. Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Oh, hold up. My shit ain't. My camera ain't on. My damn camera ain't on. Hold on, let's get right. Let's get right. What's popping with y'all, man? We ready? You know, shout out to everybody in the building. We got to get straight to it, bro. Let me go ahead and see who all we got in the building so far. Get the likes up. You know, smash the like button. If you in the chat tonight and you type a super chat or something like that, man, and you want to support the channel, I will get to it in between rounds. But I'm gonna be focused on my opponent tonight, man. So it's gonna be a lot going on. We're gonna have the homie OTB come up here and he gonna mod us. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that, you know, we go to our neutral corners and we allow each other to talk and shit, because it's gonna get real. You know what I'm saying? And then before that, I got the picks for y'all that love the picks, that love the breakdowns and shit. We got those coming up right now. And then after that, man, we straight to the debate. Unlimited rounds, 3 rounds that will be judged by you, the audience. The rounds will be judged by you guys, the audience. So listen closely. I know it's a lot of people that's team Devin Haney. I know it's a lot of people that's team Tank Davis. Tonight it's about who present their argument the best, who captured your attention, you know, who piqued your interest, who said something that maybe you might not know. So vote objectively. If you felt like right side did me dirty in the round, vote for him. Don't vote for me just because you rock for me. If you feel like I did right side dirty in one round, make sure you vote for him, bro. I want fair and unbiased voters. That's the only way this works. If I start to get the feeling that people are voting for people just because they rock with them over another guy, you know what I'm saying? If I start to get that feeling, then we might go to judging these debates and shit like that, man. So be sure to vote with who you felt brought the best argument, most creative argument, most interesting argument to the table, and really won you over. You know what I'm saying? We want this shit to be fair. But let's see who we got in the building so far. We got 60 people and 44 likes. Y'all please smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? Jose Diaz, what's popping? G Parker, what's good? I Carmen 123, what's popping? Josh Sanders 86, what's good? Opulent LD, what's popping? Aaron D. Lauder, what's up with it? My brother Mr. Shelton in the building, what's up? King JR, salute Knockout Boxing 86 TV in chat. I'm going with right side for the win. I'm going to try to change your mind, King JR. We're going to see. William O. School, what's up with it? Big Tony, what's good? Mr. Lightning's World, what's popping with you? Who else we got? Rolling Red, what's good? I Carmen 123. Knockout going to catch right side with a sneaky left uppercut. Ain't nothing going to be sneaky. Ain't nothing going to be sneaky. He know what's coming. Derek Hartwell, what's good with you, my brother? Shout out to you. Who else we got? My brother Dub, right side. Shout out to Dub, man. Salute to the op in the chat. I gotta be the op, bro. I ain't mad at it. Dominique, what's up? DP Rocky in the building. What's good with you? What's good with you? Sheen in the building. What's good? My brother Kwame from Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. Y'all go check my brother out, man. Shout out to you, Kwame. Appreciate you coming through. Daryl Deloach, what's good with you? Kwame, I already know how you coming. I'm gonna go so hard. You gonna vote for me, bro. You gonna vote for me, Kwame. Watch what I tell you, bro. Shout out to Crush. Crush, what's up with it? Shout out to you, bro. General Long, what's good with you? Swat Jones, I think I said it already, but just in case, shout out, bro. NBA D Nice, what's good? There go to co-host. There go to moderator. There go to person that's gonna keep us off each other's ass when we don't need to be on each other's ass. OTB boxing class, what up with it, bro? Miss Joette in the building. Master Khalik in the building. She said, salute. I don't see you. I ain't see my wife in the building. Salute, baby, if you in here. If I skipped over your comment, I'm sorry. Salute to you, though, boo. Joe fine ass. K-Rod, what's up with it, man? Salute. K-Rod say, I want to get in on these debates. You got to shoot me an email. Who you want to smoke with? We can set it up. It jumped on me. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. It jumped on me. Let me go back to where I was real quick. I'm trying to figure out. I think I was right here. Candor, what's up? Candor 21. Omega Red in the building. DP Rocker. My sister. Charity, what's up with it? Shout out to you and my brother Lester, man. Shout out to y'all. Yo, Daddy in the building. I'm not gonna hit him no more, y'all. I gotta get through him. There go Miss Knockout Boxing 86 TV. I gotta hit hers though. What's up, baby? Shout out to you. Quee, what's up? Shout out to Quee. After I debate, y'all go over there. She gonna be live. So y'all go check her out, man. She gonna be live over on her channel. Right, you know, when we get done with our debate, she'll be live. So if y'all still want some good talk, y'all go over there and holler at her. Who else we got? D-Man Jr. D-Man, the argument is so cold tonight, D-Man. You gonna be agreeing with me, bro. D-Man, the argument is so cold. The facts is so cold. You gonna have to vote for me. And I know you team Devin Haney all day. You gonna vote for me though, bro. Chris, what's up with it? Everything Boxing, my brother Key. Salute to Key. Ashley's Corner in the building. Y'all go subscribe to Key from Everything Boxing. Go subscribe to OTB. Go subscribe to Ashley's Corner. I seen the breakdown on Ryan Garcia today. The Ashley Corners did. Y'all gotta go check it out. She was spitting number facts. I don't think she liked Ryan very much, bro. Rick Timms, what's up with you, man? Salute to you. Salute to my brother Candor 21 coming up and showing out early with that $20 in the super chat. He say, I don't know what I'm talking about or doing. LOL, but what's up? Hey, man, do it again if you want to. Do it again if you want to, bro. Robert Magnum, what's up? What's cooking? What's up? Young Kill, what's up? Coach from Glove Up Boxing and more, what's up? Darren J, what's popping with you? Corbin Phoenix, what's up? My brother Ricky Williams, what's good, bro? What's good? Facts. A debate is based on facts, not who you like. Yes. So vote accordingly. BFTB Boxing, my brother with the $5 in super chat. What do you say? I'm on the road, but I'm listening, homie. I don't like owing nobody, man. I need to give you these 50. We need to set it up so I can pay what I owe, man. Whenever, bro. If you had time to come up right now before the debate kickoff, you know you're welcome. But whenever, bro. I ain't tripping. There go Glove Up Boxing and more. There go the channel right there with Coach. He'll be live tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. If you got relationship issues, or if you grown-ass man got a problem knowing how to be a man, or a grown-ass woman got a problem learning how to be a woman and shit, go check them out. They dropping knowledge over there. Kirk McCall, what's good with it? Drico, what's up? You started something over here, Drico. Shout out to Drico for putting on a great performance in his debate. Drico, let me know if it's anybody else you want to smoke with. I got you, not me. What's good? Dank Father, what's up with it, Dank Father? I think Dank Father is another Devin Haney. Dank Father, you gonna vote for me tonight, Dank Father. I'm telling you, bro. Watch. I think that's Mike Biggs boxing. What's up with it, Mike Biggs? Salute to you. Let me see here. You better be on your shit, Dub. Yeah, you better tell them because I am going to be on mine. Cassandra, what's up? I think that's it. Money Brown TV. What's popping with my brother Money? My brother Money in the building. Salute, Money. What's good? Mr. Munt with the super chat with the $5. OG, you say nothing but fire. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it, Knock. I got you, Aaron. All right, man. Let me get to it, bro. We've been going about 10 minutes. Smash the like button. Let me get to it. We got 100 people in the building, 71 likes right now. I know all 30 of y'all don't hate me, bro. I know all 30 of y'all don't hate me. Young Billy in the building. Y'all go check out Young Billy. Fire interview today. He had an interview on this channel with Bruce Shoo Carrington. That shit was fire. Y'all go check it out. If you're looking for some good content, y'all go check out Young Billy. Got some great interviews that he doing over there. OTB, what's good with you? He got his link in the chat. Y'all go subscribe to OTB, the best dad ever. You already know. You already know how I'm coming, bro. All right, so let's get to it, man, real quick. We got 8 to do. I think I can get them done in the next 30, 45 minutes. We're going to make it quick, so y'all just bear with me. But I did all of the research. I don't think I rushed through this shit. I really put in work, and then we're going to get straight to the debate. Hopi Price versus Alexander Mejia. This one is a 122-pound, 8-round fight. Hopi Price is a minus 3,000 favorite, minus 175 for the KO, plus 125 for the decision. 22 years old, southpaw, 5'8.5", fighting out of the UK. Leeds, to be exact. Leeds, same place where Josh Warrington is from. Mejia, plus 1,000, plus 1,600 for the KO, plus 2,800 for the decision. 30 years old out of Nicaragua. Orthodox fighter, 18 wins, 3 losses, 7 knockouts with 1. He got knocked out 1 time. Look, Mejia, a pressure fighter, high guard, flat feet, punching bag with slow hands. Then you got Hopi Price, nice amateur pedigree coming out of the UK. He long, he rangy. I mean, I told y'all he was 5'8", and he fighting where Stephen Fulton fight at. And he 5'8". You know what I'm saying? He can counter punch, got good distance control, really good using his lead hand to measure. And he seems to be getting stronger. He now got 2 knockouts in a row. So I want to see if his power will keep growing. He got 8 rounds to do it. Mejia's lack of defense, Mejia's lack of offensive ability and output and no hand speed. I think Hopi Price gonna be able to do what he want with him. I got Hopi Price winning by mid-round KO, about the 5th round, maybe the 6th round, somewhere like that. But Hopi Price, at the very least, he gonna win a wide unanimous decision. Moving along, we got these fights right here in Dallas, Texas. Floyd Schofield versus Rodrigo Guerrero. A lot of y'all been asking me to talk about Floyd Schofield, 8-round lightweight fight. And I'm going to be honest in my assessment of him, bro. So, you know, I know it's a lot of people that's big on Floyd Schofield, but we got to talk about it, bro. Schofield is a minus 2,500 favorite, minus 350 to get the KO, plus 240 for the decision. Guerrero, Schofield is 19 years old, Orthodox fighter, 5'7". He either born in Jersey and live in Austin, or he born in Austin and live in Jersey. But he 10-0 with 8 knockouts. Then you got Rodrigo Guerrero, 34 years old, out of Mexico, southpaw fighter, 5'6.5", 66.5-inch reach, plus 2,000 to get the knockout, plus 900 to get the win, plus 2,200 to get the decision. Now, Floyd Schofield, look, he's strong, he athletic, powerful. But look, bro, I got to keep it real with y'all. He lunges and jumps in sometimes, you know, especially when he's throwing his 1-2-3. So jab, right hand, left hook. He jumps in and lunges sometimes. He will try to switch hit, and then when he's on the inside, he doesn't turn his hooks over and turn his hips well, so he slaps his punches on the inside. And, bro, he's extremely muscular, dog. He's extremely muscular, and so I'm worried about his gas tank. He only been past 8 rounds 1 time. I want to see him when he start fighting 10-rounders, when he start fighting 12-rounders. I want to see how it look. I want to see if he can carry that muscle mass without gassing out. But he's powerful, athletic, strong, and I expect him to win this fight, man. But I do want to see him improve. I'm not as high on him as a lot of people. I think he does have some good raw talent. I think he is extremely athletic, but he's going to have to fix that jumping in. He's going to have to fix his inside work, slapping those punches. And he going to, like, when he switches is much more for show. You know, because I ain't really see nothing big from the southpaw stance. Maybe he can change my mind since he's going to be fighting on the before the bell card for the DAZN card. But anyway, man, this guy Rodrigo Guerrero, Schofield gonna make easy work of him. This guy done got 8 losses in a row. He's aggressive, pressure fighter, but he's slow and not athletic. And Schofield should be able to overwhelm him with his athleticism. So we're gonna get it going from there. All right, let's keep it moving, bro. Let's go to. We're making good time. Let's go to Beck the Bully. Bektemir Melikuziev versus Sladan Janjanin, 8-round, 168-pound fight. Beck the Bully, King Styles, what up? Emmanuel Pettigrew, what up? Beck the Bully is a southpaw, 5'9", 70-inch reach, fighting out of Uzbekistan, 9 wins, 1 loss. That 1 loss was that KO that Gabe Rosado put on his ass with 7, but he got 7 KOs of his own. Then you got Janjanin out of Herzegovina. I had to look that shit up, bro. That shit over there by like Slovakia and Croatia and shit, man. I've never heard of Herzegovina. I can't say that shit. Anyway, he's 31 years old, 5'7", orthodox fighter, 32 wins, 11 losses, 24 knockouts, and he got knocked out himself 7 times. So I'm sure without me even getting into it, y'all can see where this shit is going. Just do what up. But Sladan is an awkward fighter. He carries his hands low. He has a herky-jerky style, a lot of posturing. That shit is just to throw you off from the fact that he can't box. You got to be careful. He will stop on the dime, try to throw a right hand, but at the high level, bro, all that herky-jerky shit, you know, it looked like it's much to do about nothing. Then you got Beck the Bully, powerful, 2016 Olympian, light on his feet, powerful left hand. I'm talking one punch power with that left hand. A1, what up? And he really believes in his power. You can see him setting it up. So he got 7 knockouts. Janjanin been knocked out 7 times. I got Beck the Bully getting knockout number 8. And Janjanin getting knocked out for the 8th time. Just because Beck the Bully, he more skilled. He got better timing. He's more patient now after the loss to Gabe Rosado. I love his patience in the last fight, how he set up the left hand. And when he lands that left hand, that shit can hurt you. And Janjanin, I don't think he's going to be able to get out the way of the left hand. His southpaw experience is not that good. And so I think he's going to get beat, man. He's there to get his ass beat, and that's exactly what he's going to show up and do. He's going to get his ass beat. This one is an interesting fight, bro. We got Alex Martin versus Hank Lundy at the 140-pound division, 8-round fight. Alex Martin is the guy that just fought Mike Mckinson. Mike Mckinson, we'll be talking about him later because he got a fight with Vergil Ortiz. But Alex Martin is minus 900 favorite, plus 150 to get the KO, minus 1,400 for the decision. 17 wins, 4 losses with 6 knockouts. Then you got he's 33 years old, southpaw, 5'10", 73-inch reach, fighting out of Chicago. Then you got Hank Lundy, bro. Yeah, hit the like button. 100 likes, 129 people in here. Smash that like button for me, y'all. Let's get the likes up, man. Hank Lundy, 38 years old, orthodox fighter, 5'7", 68-inch reach, fighting out of Philly. He done lost 7 of his last 13 fights, and it looked like everything gone, bro. Like he was fighting Robert Davies in his last fight, I believe. It ended in a knockout in the second round. But, bro, Robert Davies caught him with a punch that was maybe from it was a short punch, maybe from right here to right here. He didn't load up on it. The shit didn't look hard. It looked like a soft punch, and that messed up Hank Lundy for the whole fight. His whole equilibrium was off. His legs was gone, and he really looked like a fighter. Even though Alex Martin only got 6 knockouts, he just looked like somebody that if you hit him clean, he just looked like, bro, like the legs is gone. He 38 years old and shit, and he looked like a fighter. And you got a lot of guys that look like a fighter. Like he gonna come in there, like you gonna see him. He gonna be in shape. He look athletic. You like, okay, he got power. Well, no, he got like 14 knockouts. He like 31-10 or some shit. I forgot to write this shit down, but I've been watching Hank Lundy for a long time. He got like 10 losses. He got 31 wins, but only 14 knockouts. But he looked like he got power, though. He can be elusive, but because of his age now, he didn't get the fundamentals right. So he relied his whole career on his athleticism. I'm athletic. I'm going to show head movement. I'm going to be herky-jerky. I'm going to jump in and out. I'm going to throw wild punches and shit. Well, now you way slower than you used to be. You done took way more punches than you used to take. Mr. Mechanical, what's up? Opulent LD, what's good? You done took way more punches than you used to take, bro. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in your career, bro, like, I'm worried about if you get touched, you might fall out. As far as Alex Martin, look, he got good boxing skills, man. Good feet, nice check right hook. You can tell he knows what to do. Nice jab. He's athletic. He's 33 years old. Look, man, I think he gonna beat Hank Lundy, bro. Like, hey, at this point, I can't pick Hank Lundy to win a fight against a live body right now. I just can't, bro. I can't pick him to win a fight against a live body. He would have to show me against Alex Martin. His output ain't good enough. Hank Lundy been Hank Lundy been just, bruh, he been falling off like just horribly. He gonna have to show me he can win. He gonna have to show me he can win, bro. He really gonna have to show me that he can win. But I don't see him beating Alex Martin. I got Alex Martin. I think Alex Martin gonna make it though. I mean, I think Hank Lundy will make it through the fight. I think he'll make it through the fight. I don't think Alex Martin gonna knock him out. I got a unanimous decision, 7 rounds to 1. I think Alex Martin is going to make it 7 rounds to 1. Teach got Hank Lundy. Teach, would you like some push-ups, sir? Teach, would you like? I've never seen Teach hop on a panel, so I'd like to meet you face to face. Teach, would you like push-ups? We can do a light 25, Teach. And I'm not even gonna make you bet the stoppage. You can just bet Hank Lundy for the win. I got Alex Martin. If you right, I get on camera, give you 25 push-ups. If I'm right, you get on camera, give me 25 push-ups. Teach is laughing out loud. I guess that means no bet. So we'll move on. Blair Cobbs versus Maurice Hooker. Blair Cobbs versus Maurice Hooker. Blair Cobbs is a plus 160. Oh, you got 25. All right, that's a bet, Teach. That's a bet, Teach. Looking forward to meeting you when you come up here and get your push-ups next week, man. Really looking forward to meet you, Teach. Blair Cobbs versus Maurice Hooker. Blair Cobbs is a plus 165 favorite, plus 450 for the knockout, plus 400 for the decision. Maurice Hooker is minus 200. He's the favorite for the win, plus 240 for the knockout. Bruce Gas, what up, Bruce? And plus 125 for the decision. Blair Cobbs is 32 years old, southpaw, 5'11", 73-inch reach, fighting out of Philly. Blair Cobbs is 15 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw with 11 knockouts, and he's been knocked out 1 time. Maurice Hooker is 27 years old. I'm sorry, is an Orthodox fighter, 5'11", with an 80-inch reach, fighting out of Dallas, Texas. 32 years old, 27 wins, 2 losses with 3 draws, 18 wins by way of knockout. He himself has been knocked out 2 times. Look, man, Blair Cobbs got a nice straight left hand. Good power on it. He's an explosive athlete, and that's about it. His defense is garbage. He does have a good heart. Again, I got respect for Blair Cobbs swinging while being knocked out. He was swinging at Alexis Rocha while he was getting his ass knocked out. All right, you know what I'm saying? But he has no jab. His jab is extremely reactive. The only time you see Blair Cobbs really throw a jab is if he get hit with a jab. So you hit him with a jab in the head, it's like it remind him. So when his head go back like that, it's like if somebody pushed the button and then he jab. Other than that, he ain't jabbing. He ain't trying to set up no jab. He just trying to land a big-ass left hand and clean it up with a right hook. He also oh, my bad. I'm sorry. He also got a text coming in. He also gets caught in the body a lot when he's in exchanges. Like, it's really easy to put work in to the body with left hooks from an Orthodox fighter. So really watch for that, because when Maurice Hooker does throw to the body, it's a nice ass left hook. Now for Maurice Hooker, look, man, this is the end of the road, Jack. Like, bro, like you can't lose to Blair Cobbs. If you Maurice Hooker, you can't lose to Blair Cobbs. And if, in case I ain't said, I believe this fight is 10 rounds. Let me make sure. I think it's a 10 rounder. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but let me make sure. And it's a 147-pound welterweight fight. But let me double check real quick for y'all, because I didn't say that part. I did not say that part. Yeah, this is a 10 rounder. Okay, we got a 10 rounder. I bet. So Maurice Hooker's long range. He got a nice jab, nice straight right hand. But he on that Robert Easter shit, bro. He be on that Robert Easter shit. Number one, you got an 80-inch reach, bro. Why are you so welcoming to brawl? Why? Why do you always want to give away your reach, give away your length, and brawl? Okay? He works with a high guard. He's there to be feeling. He's there to be hit. He's there to be, you know what I'm saying? But he got good boxing skills, bro. I wonder about his power at 147, Maurice Hooker. He's not very athletic, so he's not real light on his feet, pivots and moving around different angles. So pressure fighters have been able to catch up to him. That's why Jose Ramirez was able to get to him. Even though he hurt himself in the Vergil Ortiz fight, Vergil Ortiz had just put him down in the round before, and Vergil Ortiz was getting to him. And Maurice Hooker, when he gives away his reach, because he's so long, when he's on the inside, like he throws punches. He don't be trying to grab. He down there, he'll bang with you. He'll do your thing. I got you, Guerrero, but we got people that's here for the pick'ems, bro. We gotta stay true to our channel, man. We do predictions every week. We're gonna always do predictions every week, no matter what we got going on. But they'll be done in about 15 minutes, bro. We're gonna get to the action. So just hold on. I got you, Guerrero. It's coming. Now, Blair Cobbs can't outbox Maurice Hooker. Blair Cobbs got to win by KO. But the thing is, Maurice Hooker, I got Beck the Bully winning by knockout, not me. Maurice Hooker is the better boxer with the better skills. He's well schooled, but his head be in the air sometimes. And he there to get hit. And when you get hit, you know what I'm saying? It show like guys gonna be able to touch you. You know what I'm saying? So if Blair Cobbs touch that chin, I worry about it, bro. I do worry about it with Mo Hooker, man. Mighty Mo. You know what I'm saying? I worry about that shit. But I think not only is he on notice, hell, Bo Mac and them on notice. Can y'all get somebody a big win that need it? Can y'all give somebody a big win that needed? Jamel Herring needed to beat Shakur Stevenson. Couldn't get it for him. Mo Hooker needed to beat Jose Ramirez. Mo Hooker needed to put on a good performance against Vergil Ortiz. You couldn't get it done for him, bro. So I'm just asking, Bo Mac, give some great instructions. Show us that you really are the trainer that some of these people say you are. And I'm going with Maurice Hooker. I think Blair the Flare Cobbs, if he was better at setting up his left hand, if he was better with his feet and not just trying to jump in and not so easy to hit himself, I expect Maurice Hooker to mess his timing up with the jab, follow the right hand behind it, one to him, get the feel in his rhythm. And when they do go to banging, when they do go to war, I know Maurice Hooker's going to get hit. I'm trusting that Maurice Hooker will limit the damage, survive, and win a points decision. And it'll be a relatively wide punch decision. I don't think Blair Cobbs can outbox him in any rounds. The only rounds that Blair Cobbs will win will be the rounds that he's able to hurt Maurice Hooker. So I'm going to score like 98-92 type shit. 98-92 in favor of Maurice Hooker, unanimous decision. That is my pick. What up, Juice Lee? Salute to you. All right, bro, we're moving on down. We only got 3 left. And then we to the action. Smash on the like button. 150 people in here, 122 likes. That's 28 people not smashing the like button. Please hit the like button. All right? Please hit the like button. I need that. I need that currency. Y'all see Mike Biggs up there, 17 away from his goal. People subscribe to Mike Biggs. Go subscribe to Mike Biggs Boxing, Ricky Williams Boxing, A1 Hoop Zone, BFTB. Everybody with a channel in the chat, go sub to him, bro. People putting in work out here, man. All right, let's do the women's fight real quick. Marlen Esparza versus Eva Guzman. This is a WBC WBA women's flyweight title 10-rounder, but they only fight 2-minute rounds. Esparza is minus 2,500 favorite, plus 260 for the KO, minus 350 for the decision. What up, Kevin Knight? Guzman is plus 900 to win, plus 1,600 for the KO, plus 1,800 decision. Esparza, 33 years old, 5'3", 64-inch reach, fighting out of H-Town, Houston, Texas. Orthodox fighter, 12 wins, 1 loss, with that 1 loss only coming to who that? Senicia Estrada. And then Eva Guzman, 19 wins, 1 loss, 11 wins by way of knockout. Looks like she might have a better power. Look, Eva Guzman, she shows good power. She seems to be light on her feet, but she got 20 fights. This is why I'm going to be trusting people records and why I do my research. St. Louis Mix, what up? Crush, what up? Y'all sub to Crush too. Eva Guzman only fought 4 fighters with winning records, bro. How you got 20 fights and everybody you fight got a losing record except 4 people? What's 4 divided by 20? What's that percentage, bro? Is that like 20% or some shit? Let me see something. Yeah, that's like 20%, bro. It's like 20%. Okay? And she comes straight in and straight out. And she getting there with Marlen Esparza, who she only got 1 knockout, but she got power. Ain't nobody just walking through her shit. And she like a pressure fighter, like nice power jab. She come forward good behind the high guard, and when she get in there, good technique with the hooks and the uppercuts on the inside, and she's fought at a higher level. She's the defending champion. She's the A-side fighter. Eva Guzman got to come in here and knock her ass out to get the dub, even if it's a close-ass fight. Marlen Esparza really just need to win 4 rounds clearly, and they'll find another 2 for her. But I don't believe she gonna need that because she's just a better fighter if I'm keeping it a buck, in my opinion. She's just a better fighter than me, bro. So I'm going with Marlen Esparza by unanimous decision, 7 rounds to 3, 97-93. Let's keep it moving. We're getting a debate going in about 14 minutes. We only got 2 picks left. The debate will start in about 15 minutes. So OTB and Dub right side, we about to drop the link for y'all only, and then we gonna get to the cooking, to the shit that everybody came here for. I know a lot of y'all came for the picks because shit, we got 137 people in here, 132 likes. It's getting closer. Keep smashing the like button. Keep smashing the like button. You know what I mean? Let's go to the main event on the top rank card. Let's go to Michael Conlan versus Miguel Marriaga. Michael Conlan got a bounce back. He got his ass knocked out the ring. He didn't just get knocked out. He got knocked out the goddamn ring. Zenith 360, what up, bro? He didn't just get knocked out. He got knocked out the ring against Lee Wood. He's a favorite in this fight against Marriaga. This is a 10-round featherweight fight. Michael Conlan minus 1,200 favorite, plus 300 for the KO, minus 275 for the decision. Then you got Marriaga plus 650 for the win, plus 900 for the KO, plus 2,200 for the unanimous decision. As I said, 10-round, 126-pound fight. Marriaga is 35 years old, orthodox fighter, 5'8", 67-inch reach, fighting out of Colombia. 30 wins, 5 losses, 26 knockouts, been knocked out 1 time. Mike Conlan, 30 years old, out of Ireland, 5'8", 69-inch reach, southpaw. 16 wins, 1 loss, 8 wins by way of knockout, and he just got his ass knocked out for the first time. Marriaga got power. He aggressive. He will lunge and hop in, but, you know, with his high guard, but them left hooks are nasty. That right hand is nasty. And every time, and when you see somebody get knocked out the way Michael Conlan did, you guys, you want to see their chin get checked. Now, this fight is in Ireland. So I hope Marriaga is planning to get knockout number 27 because his ass ain't winning on the cards. He could go in this fight, win 9 rounds to 1, and the shit going to be a draw. If he win a clear 7 rounds to 3, Michael Conlan's getting the decision 96-94. And I don't even think Marriaga is good enough to do that. So he got to close his eyes, throw a big punch, and hope that shit hit home and hurt Michael Conlan. So what he got to do? Isaiah Felix, what's up? For Michael Conlan, look, man, 2016, 2012 Olympian. Good boxing skills. He can switch hit. You know what I'm saying? He will work the body well. He got good feet. He just got tired in the last fight. And he let the pressure of Lee Wood get to him. I believe Mike Conlan gonna dominate the first half of the fight. I want to see what that conditioning like, though. And Mike Conlan also be trying to bang like he got power and shit. Like somebody called his phone and said, you got power. Show them you got power. Because he be trying to bang on the inside, exchanging hooks with dudes that hit harder than him. Bunch of dumb shit. But when he outside and box from mid-range and box from long range, he be looking good, bro. He was beating on Lee Wood ass, bro. He was winning that fight. But Lee Wood just kept coming. And Marriaga gonna keep coming. He ain't as vibrant, and he ain't as young, and he ain't as hungry as Lee Wood. But I want to see if Mike Conlan can exercise some of those demons, bro. I want to see if Mike Conlan can put it on Marriaga and possibly stop him late. I can see him stopping him late if he really sharp and he catching him with shit he don't see, and, you know, hitting and not getting hit, making Marriaga miss and making them pay. You know, that shit'll wear you down, make Marriaga tired, and maybe you stop him late. And he in front of his home crowd and shit, so maybe he get more aggressive and shit. I don't know. But I think Mike Conlan gonna win, but I ain't gonna pick him to knock out. You got a 50% knockout ratio, bro. You got a 50% knockout ratio. I can't pick you to knock nobody out. I can't. Hey, come on, bro. So I got Mike Conlan, better skills, better boxer. He can win by knockout or he can win by decision. Marriaga can only win one way, and that's by knockout. He does not have the skills or the talent or the legs or the ability anymore to outbox Michael Conlan. So I'm going with Michael Conlan by unanimous decision. Last fight, then we getting it popping. Smash the like button. Last fight, then we getting it popping on the Tank Davis, Devin Haney debate between yours truly Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and the homie Dub right side. Yeah, let me text him too, because I know he said he might have family. Gotta handle some family stuff, but he coming, don't worry. I'm like, let me see. All right, there we go. We about to get it. D Free, what up, bro? I think I seen you earlier, but what up, bro? MP, what the F? What up, bro? All right, last fight. Vergil Ortiz Jr., Michael Mckinson. 12-round welterweight fight. Vergil Ortiz fighting out of Dallas, Texas, more specifically Grand Prairie. 5'10", orthodox fighter. All right, he said, give me 10. All right, bet. I got 10 for you, right side. Let's go, baby. I got 10 minutes for you. Vergil Ortiz, 5'10", 70-inch reach, 24 years old, orthodox fighter, 18 wins, no losses. 18 wins, no losses, 18 wins by way of knockout. Then you got Michael Mckinson. He too is undefeated. 28 years old, southpaw fighter, 5'9", fighting out of the UK. 70-inch reach, 22 wins, no losses, with 2 knockouts. Michael Mckinson is slick. He's awkward, takes angles, carries his hands low, tries to counterpunch you. When he sits down on his punches, his power is respectable, but come on, bro, 2 knockouts in 22 fights. 2 knockouts in 22 fights. He ain't got no power, right? Vergil Ortiz, he's a seek and destroy fighter at their finest. Power jab, nasty. Left hook, nasty. Straight right hand, uppercuts on the inside, nasty. Relentlessness, dog. Like, oh shit, you hurt me. Should I hold you? Nah, I'm just gonna fight. Dog. Body work, efficient. Body work, efficient. Defense, robotic. Defense, robotic. High guard, minimal head movement. I'm just gonna walk through shit. You might catch me, but I'm gonna walk through that shit and I'm just gonna slug it out with you. And I got the bigger baseball bat. That's how he rocking. That's how he coming. That's what he doing. Michael Mckinson will have to box a perfect match to beat Vergil Ortiz. But Michael Mckinson has a lot of flaws. Straight forward, straight back. Sticking your chin out with your hands down to try to get a punch in, trying to set a trap. It's cool to try to set a trap so you can counter somebody. But that's shit that fast people do. Right? Yeah, my dog agree with me. That's something that fast people do. People that have the reflexes of Michael Mckinson shouldn't fight like that. Shouldn't fight like the way that he fight. I think Michael Mckinson might start off good. I don't know. He might start off good. But I know at some point Vergil gonna catch up to him. Like, I know Vergil Ortiz is gonna get the knockout. The only thing I'm having problem is deciding like what round, bro. It's the only thing I'm having trouble deciding. Like, if Mike Mckinson is tougher than I think he is, then it's gonna be like between round 7 and round 9. If Mike Mckinson just get overwhelmed, then it might be like round 2 or round 3. If Mike Mckinson ain't as tough as I think he might be, it's gonna be between round 4 and round 6. But I know Vergil getting the stoppage. I know he getting the stoppage. I just don't know when it's gonna happen. But I'm gonna pick the stoppage somewhere between round 5 and round 7. That's what I'm going with. I got Vergil Ortiz stopping Michael Mckinson. Round 7, round 6, or round 5. And remaining undefeated. We done. Drink more water. Say he going round 6. OTB, are you in the building, bro? OTB, are you here, bro? We about to get it going. Y'all smash the like button. Deep Free say round 8. Rajah trolling. Rajah don't believe that. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat, man. Course say the 7th round. I ain't mad at that, bro. It's just, I think it's just not a if. I think it's a win. It's just a matter of time, bro. Like, when is he gonna catch up to him? That's all we have to worry about, bro. That's all we have to worry about. Feel me? Y'all give me a minute. All right, I'm about to drop the link. OTB is here, and Dub should be here any minute, and we're gonna get this thing started, bro. We'll let OTB get y'all pumped up since he the moderator. I'm the debater, so I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get in my mode. When he get up here, we'll explain the rules to y'all before we get it popping, man. That link is just for OTB and OTB only. Isaiah Felix says, fire. I appreciate that, bro. Coach taking an L in 2 weeks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, while we waiting on brothers to hop up here, we got the debate coming between BFTB Boxing and OTB. We got that debate coming next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We got the debate between Coach from Glove Up Boxing and More and boxing matchups with Dwayne Freeman right there. We got that debate coming 2 weeks from now. So that's going to be Thursday, August the 18th. I got open slots for next Wednesday if anybody want it. And I got open and I got open slots for the following Wednesday. So we're going to keep, you know, we're going to keep
free smoke.
Yes, sir. So OTB, what's up, man? How you doing tonight, bro?
What's happening, Brody? How you feeling?
Ready for a great performance, baby.
Man,
just waiting on my
what, man? You tapped in?
I'm just waiting on I'm waiting on Grubhub to deliver my right side meal. I'm just waiting on them to deliver my meal to me.
Talk that shit.
That's all. That's it. Real quick, let me give y'all the rundown, man. How this shit gonna go? Give y'all the rounds and shit. So look, man, 3 rounds. 3 rounds between me, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and Dub Right Side, moderated by my brother OTB Boxing Class. All right. Right side, the rounds are gonna be unlimited for both. We each get to go in 1 round, and then we get a rebuttal in that round. So we go twice in 1 round, then we move on to the next round. We got 3 topics that Right Side and I have agreed upon together, and then we got a 4th bonus round that neither of us know about. That whatchamacallit, that OTB made up himself. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell Right Side. OTB, can you confirm that you did not tell us what the 4th round is about?
Didn't tell nobody.
Already.
Y'all gonna get some laughs out of this round too. I'm telling y'all right now. Bring your creativity.
There go my brother Dub Right Side right there in the building. The 3 rounds to give y'all a preview.
Oh, I need to change my hat, man. This shit blending in on my background. God damn.
It is, bro. It is. You trying to rep that Georgia to the fullest.
Yeah, you already know, man. God
right, I ain't playing about GA.
I ain't mad at that. Then we got so first round, who has the better boxing ability between Tank Davis and Devin Haney? I'm arguing for Tank. He arguing for Dev. Second round, who really wants to smoke between the two? I'm arguing for Tank. He arguing for Dev. And then third round, who has the better fighting style between the two? Again, I'm arguing for Tank. He arguing for Dev. And then we got the bonus round. So,
OTB, you got a good bonus round for us, bro?
Man, you know I
he
do.
say
I
he
hope
do,
you bring
bro.
your creativity, man. Bring your creativity.
I'm excited.
He said he do. We gonna find out, bro. Let me share my screen real quick.
With you. That's what I'm gonna
You
tell
ready?
you. Bring it.
You ready?
You ready?
Right side.
The history of boxing.
Right side, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm finna share my screen and flip the coin, and we'll see who go first, and we'll get this shit started for the people. Y'all smash the like button,
How
bro.
you gonna? It might be a double-headed coin, nigga. I don't know what you. OTB, you ain't got no coin.
This nigga here, bro. I'm sharing my screen.
I'm messing with you.
I'm sharing my screen on Google, bro.
No change,
you good,
man.
bro. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm sharing my screen on Google, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. This guy here. All right, flip.
Got a coin flip app.
Yeah. Make it big for everybody to see it. All right. That one don't count because ain't nobody calling. All right. OTB, I'm out, bro. I ain't the moderator no more.
All right, man. Call it in the air.
This is yours.
It's knockout platform, right side. You call it on the flip.
Hey, man, I'm going tails never fails, man.
Tails for right side.
All right, it landed on tails, y'all. It landed on tails. Right side gets to choose
right
who
side,
go first.
You're going to choose whether you
It's
want to
on
go
you, KO.
first
It's
or
on
whether
you,
knockout go first. Right side say
All right.
knockout go first. And the flame session begins now.
All right, so check this, bro. I got a lot of different ways I could go with this. I'm just going to start off talking, but y'all stay tuned for later on in the debate. So, first, let's talk about the word ability, right? The word ability means the skills to do something. It means you have the skills to do something. So when you're listening to my points and you listening to right side's points, remember, ability means the skills to do something. So in this argument, and I got to put it up real quick so they know. All right, there we go.
Question is, who has the best boxing ability?
There we go. So when you ask the question, who has the better boxing ability, you got to consider things like jab, punch accuracy, counter punching, feints, feet, ring IQ, defense. So let's talk about it for a minute. So what right side and D-Man Jr. and R. West and Jay Grant Jr., see, they'll have you believe, they say things like Devin Haney has the best jab in boxing. Devin Haney has one of the best jabs in boxing. But I was looking at the stats. I was looking at the numbers. And did y'all know that Devin Haney is 47th? 47. Because, like, when you got the best jab in boxing, you go through the numbers, you're like, all right, clearly he top 10. And then you scroll through the top 10, you're like, damn, I don't see him there. You're like, all right, no, bro, I test. Because all his fans and shit, they say that shit. All his fans, they be like, yo, Devin Haney got the best jab in boxing. Devin Haney has one of the best jabs in boxing. That's what they tell you. Then you go through the top 20. You like, yeah, he ain't there either. So you like, all right, bro, nah, he got the best jab in boxing, okay? Best jab. That's what they tell me. Like, his jab is fire. That's what they say. His jab is the best jab. I know surely he's in the top 30. He not there either. So, all right, bro, top 40? Top 40? Nah, he not there. He not there. He's in the top 50. Devin Haney does have one of the best 50 jabs in boxing as he lands his jab 4 times per round. And he throws 20 jabs per round. Okay. All right. Compared to Tank Davis, who only throws 13 jabs per round, but he lands 2 per round. So Devin Haney lands 2 more jabs per round than Tank Davis, but he throws 7 more. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll say Devin Haney got a little bit better jab. That's fine. Let's talk about power, though. Let's talk about power. This is a real quick point. Real quick. Like, it ain't even, you know. Devin Haney has a KO ratio of 53.5. Tank Davis has a KO ratio of 92.6. That ain't even close. That ain't close. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. The other thing I hear a lot, bro. Devin accurate, though. When Devin throw his jab, he throw his right hand. Devin don't miss. Devin Haney, he's so accurate with his punches. Well, they got this stat. There's a stat in boxing. It's called total connect percentage. It's called total connect percentage. And what it does is that stat, it's like it adds your jabs, your body shots, and your power punches that you throw. It adds all that shit out. It adds it all up. And it says, this is the percentage that you connect on it. This is how accurate you are. Would you know that Tank Davis is the second most accurate puncher in boxing? He's the second most accurate puncher in boxing. At 47%. But Devin Haney, accurate as shit though, right? Let me see where he at. Where can I find? Not the first page. Let me keep going. Not the second, but let me keep going. Oh, there he is. Right down at 77th. 77th. Devin Haney is the 77th most accurate puncher in boxing. 77th. But we could just keep going. Let's just keep going. Defense. Oh, let's talk about defense, y'all. Oh, I love talking about that good old defense. Number one would be Vasily Lomachenko, Darren, to answer your question. Yes, I'm that prepared. The most accurate puncher in boxing is Vasily Lomachenko. Now let's talk about defense, because I be hearing this shit, bro, and I be loving it, because I be like, bro, that's not true. That's not true. Oh man, Devin Haney got the best defense in boxing. Him and Shakur. Devin Haney. There's another stat. There's another stat, bro. Total opponent connect percentage. They add up how many punches people connect against you. They add that shit up. And they like, yo, he only connect this much. Your defense so good, he only connect that much. Devin Haney is cold with it. At 19%. They only connect on Devin Haney 19% of the time. He ranks 7th in boxing. 7th in boxing, bro. That's great. Clearly, Tank Davis, who be getting touched up and shit, ain't got no defense. Clearly, he far behind. Clearly, he got to be far behind. Like, Tank Davis is nowhere close to Devin Haney. Nah, not true. Not true at all. Tank Davis is right there at 18th. But the gap between 7th and 18th is 2%. It's 2%. Devin Haney gets hit 19% of the time when people throw punches at him. Tank Davis gets hit 21% of the time when people throw punches at him. Let's talk about feints. Let's talk about some foot feints and ring IQ and counter punching. Let's talk about it a lot. Now, Tank Davis is proven to be a far more explosive counter puncher. And it's not even close. Y'all see the left uppercut that he put Mario Barrios down with? Go find me film of Devin Haney throwing a counter punch like that. Go find it. I dare anyone to find it. How about the uppercut that he caught Leo Santa Cruz with? Can anybody find film of Devin Haney anywhere throwing a counter shot like that? Devin Haney is a distance control, back-footed jab, right hand. I'm gonna tie you up till the ref come, break it up, fighter. That's what he do. Let's talk about foot feints too. Like, let's talk about feints, because earlier in the Mario Barrios fight, did y'all see Tank feint down low Like he was gonna throw a right hook down low, looking down low, but then he threw the right hook up top. Y'all remember that? I'm just asking. Like, do y'all remember that? Because I do. He feinted down low, threw the right hook up top, knocked Barrios halfway across the ring. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't never seen that shit. I ain't never seen Devin Haney do no shit like that. And ring IQ, what traps is Devin Haney setting? That's what I want. Like, what traps is he setting to walk people into shit that can get him up out of there? When is he doing this? These great traps and showing great ring IQ. As a matter of fact, I said the same shit about Terrence Crawford. If you know you a distance control fighter, and you know that your jab is your key, and you know for a fact that you can outbox somebody, can somebody tell me why he went into the Linares fight looking for a knockout and almost got himself knocked out? You got a high ring IQ though, right? High ring IQ fighters, they don't do stupid shit like that, do they? I'm just asking, bro. Like, high ring IQ fighters, they typically like go in with a game plan that's gonna make the fight as easy as possible for them. They typically do. Devin Haney don't do that. Now, when we talking about ability, remember this too. What Devin Haney fans will tell you is that Devin Haney wins all of these rounds. He wins all of these rounds. He don't lose rounds, so his boxing ability is better. But Devin Haney doesn't take chances, bro. Devin Haney does not go in there looking to take chances. He's a cautious fighter. He's a defensive fighter. He's trying to outpoint you. Just because you take less chances and you're willing to fight like an amateur to win rounds don't mean you have better boxing ability. Remember, ability, the definition of ability, the skills to do something. I've proven Tank Davis got more power. I've proven the defense ain't that far apart. Yay. Everybody clap for Devin Haney. He get hit 2% less than Tank Davis. He get hit 19% of the time. Tank Davis get hit 21% of the time. But Tank Davis knock out people about 49% more. He knocked people ass out. His power is way better, but the gap in defense ain't as much as people try to make it out to be. Jab. Devin Haney got this great jab, they say. That's what they say. But when they say that, ask him to put some data behind it. Because the data say he only land 4 jabs per round, and it's 46 people with a better jab than him. They talk about how accurate he's an accurate counter puncher. He's accurate with the right hand. They talk about that shit a lot. You hear him talk about that shit a lot, bro. But Tank Davis is way more accurate than him too. So Tank Davis, when we talk about the ability to box, Tank Davis is almost as good defensively, way better offensively, and it's not even close, and has a better ring IQ to where you've seen him beat people in a multitude of ways. You want him to beat somebody off the back foot like Devin Haney do all the time? I show you Isak Pitbull Cruz. You want him to beat somebody off of the front foot walking them down? I show you Leo Santa Cruz. You want him to knock somebody out off of the back foot? Just go watch his last fight. So the man has showed better boxing ability to do shit in a multitude of ways that you can't give me one example of Devin Haney doing. Now, this is just light, and I want to hear what right side say, because the rebuttal game crazy, and I'm just getting started. It's on right side, man. Go ahead.
OTB, we can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you.
My bad. Right side. Knockout chose to go with the numbers off the rip. Cold hard facts to back it up. That's a main 2-piece right there. Tell us.
So
why do Devin Haney have the best boxing ability?
So, it's interesting. It's interesting the numbers that Knockout brought out. And you know what? A lot of those numbers I was prepared for, but we'll speak on those during the rebuttal session. But we're gonna get to this. We're gonna start it off this way right here. Okay, let me go ahead and get going right here. Range and distance control. The range and distance control is simply because Dev is the bigger, longer fighter. It gives him more ability in the ring, right? And Knockout, you said something very interesting. You defined ability, right? It's boxing ability. Okay, so it's what happens in the boxing ring. And so when we're talking about boxing ability, you know, we can parse it into these different type of things like you want to do. But what does it come down to, right? It comes down to the sweet science of hit and not get hit. That's what it comes down to. And so regardless, any ability that you have in that ring, it comes down to you getting hit or not getting hit. That's what it's really about. That's how you win fights. If you go in the fight and you get hit more than you hit somebody, you damn near gonna lose that fight every time, unless you knock their ass out, right? And so when we talk about the numbers, right, we want to go into the jab, the jab you were talking about. We want to talk about that jab and how, okay, you say Devin Haney, you know, I believe the number was 47. I believe you put out there as far as him being a top 50 jabber, when we would say that that Devin Haney fans would say that he has the best jab in boxing. Well, what I want to talk about is the educated lead hand, right? Not necessarily the jab, but the educated lead hand, because the educated lead hand is more important than the jab. The jab is a part of the educated lead hand, right? But also the educated lead hand, there are more things you can do with it outside of just jabbing. Okay, so you're able to control range and distance. You're able to measure and keep your opponent, or to put it out there and to manipulate the guard. You understand what I'm saying? You're able to do a lot of different things with that lead hand. And when we talk about that lead hand, right, let me pull some numbers for you. So when we talk about jabs, right, just look at, and we're talking about boxing ability today. The numbers I believe you were pulling, I believe they were from CompuBox, because that's what I was looking at as well. But and if I'm wrong, I apologize. On, you know, respect to you. But wherever you were looking at, they were putting in the whole body of work. I'm okay with that. But we're talking about today. We're not talking about what happened 7 fights ago. Because if we want to do that, I can sit here and talk about Devin Haney being a knockout artist because he got knockout of the year against Moran. So we're not going to sit here and confuse the people like that. We're going to go off the last 4 fights for both fighters. That's what we'll do. And in the last 4 fights, right? And you know how many rounds Tank Davis has landed 5+ jabs? Do you know? 1 round in his last 4 fights. 1. Now, for Devin Haney, in his last 4 fights, he's landed 5+ jabs in 20 rounds. 20. Okay? Now, and I'm just saying, there is a big difference there. You brought up the point that Devin Haney only lands 4% of it, or 4 jabs around. Technically, it's 4.54% in his last 4 fights. For Tank Davis, is 1.22% or 1.22 jabs around. So we got somebody who's at 4.5 and somebody who's at 1.2. I mean, you tell me, and I'm not. The question isn't who's jab or who has the best jab in boxing. We're talking about better ability between the two. And so clearly, Devin Haney clearly has the better lead hand between the two fighters. It's not even close. I just gave you the stats there. So, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going because I don't want to belabor that point. Moving forward, though, also, once again, when we talk about ability, your ability is what you're able to get done in that ring. You can have all the ability in the world, but if you can't get it done in the ring, your ability means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. And so in this situation, once again, let's go to the numbers here because we're talking about hitting and not getting hit. That's what we're talking about when we talk about boxing ability because it's the sweet science. And if we want to go through all the different things that you parse between, we can do that. But then a lot of opinion and it comes into the conversation. And I don't want to bring opinion into the conversation. We're going to keep it to the numbers. So here we go right here, breaking down the last 4 fights because we want to stay on recent because in boxing, it's what you've done for me lately. That's what it is. And so we want to stay on that. So when we look at the numbers here, right, in the last 4 fights for Devin Haney, the percentage, right? Or excuse me, the punches landed. And then let me let you know how I broke this down. We got Kambosos, Diaz, Linares, and Gamboa, right? We got the punches thrown, or excuse me, the punches landed. And then we got the punches that the opponent landed. Okay? Hit and don't get hit. Hold on, let me take my hat off, man. I gotta take my hat off because my bad. I want y'all to see me when I'm cooking right now. I want y'all to see me. So going back into these numbers right here. When we look at the numbers, and what I did, I took those numbers, I added them all up. Do you want them? I'll give them to you. In the Kambosos fight, 147 punches landed for Devin Haney. In the Diaz fight, 164 punches landed. In the Linares fight, 215 punches landed. In the Gamboa fight, 133 punches landed. When you add those numbers together, right? You add them together, and then you divide, right? That's what you got to do. You got to divide by 4. It comes out to 164.75 punches a fight. But we don't want the fight. We want to break it down because we want to keep it even. Okay, we want to keep it even. So we want to break it down even more than that. So then we look at the rounds, right? So in each of those fights, Devin Haney, he averages 12 rounds. He's going the distance. So when we divide that 164 by 12, right? Then we come out with a number. And what's that number of punches landed for Devin Haney? It's 13.72 a round. And that's what we're looking at. Punches a round, right? Okay, so Devin Haney, 13.72 punches a round. Now, his opponents do using that same formula. If you want the numbers, I'll give them to you. But I just gave you my math and what I'm doing, and I'm doing this for both fighters. So I gave it to you. If you add up the punches his opponents hit him with, it comes out to 108 punches. Then you divide that, right, by 4. And then after you, excuse me, it comes out to it comes out to 108 punches. When you divide that, then you get it broke down into 85.25. That's where we end up at for Tank Davis. Then for Tank, one of those fights was a 6-round fight. One of them was an 11-round fight. One was a 12-round fight. One was a 6-round fight. When we put those numbers together and divide by 4, it comes out to 8.75 rounds. And then when we divide, once again, that number by 85.2 divided by 8.7, it comes out to got ahead of myself, excuse me. Here we go. It comes out into the punches landed for the opponent of Devin Haney. The punches landed 9 punches a round for Devin Haney. Now, when we go to Tank Davis, we do that same formula and we get Tank with punches thrown or connected per round. We get 84.5. Then when we do that same thing and use Tank's 8.5 and divide it, we get that he hits his opponents 9.65 times a round. But he gets hit 9.51 times a round. So now we got Devin Haney hitting his opponent 13.72 times, right? Tank hitting his opponent 9.65 times. Then Devin Haney getting hit 9 times. Tank getting hit 9.5 times. So when we subtract those numbers from each other, Devin Haney is a plus 4.72. Tank Davis is a plus 1.4. A plus 0.14. So when we're talking about hit and don't get hit in the ring, clearly Devin Haney is getting hit less and hitting more, winning fights. He's the one performing the sweet science, which comes back to the boxing ability, which is what we're talking about. And so at the end of the day, Devin Haney's ability shows in the ring much more than Tank's does. He's more consistent, he's more active, and he's just all around ability outside of power, respectfully. But I will tell you this, you brought up power. When have you ever seen Tank Davis break an eye socket like Devin Haney did with Abdullayev? When have you seen it? You don't see it. Hey, and people will tell me Devin don't have power, but nobody don't walk his ass down. Why? Because his power is there. There it is by the numbers. And at the end of the day, the brother is just a better boxer. Now, Tank has the power, and he does have that power ability to stop a motherfucker. And that's one thing we always have to consider, that ultimate equalizer. And Tank does have that. Give him credit for it. But at the end of the day, the better boxer with the better ability is Devin Haney. And the facts and the numbers show it.
That's not enough. Keep going. That's not enough. Please tell me you're not done. That's not enough. Keep going.
Now that we done had right side counter back with the math class on
Man,
everybody.
look, for this debate, I came with, man, for this debate, I came with, man, scratch that shit. For this battle, I came with facts, numbers, data. I got the best plan. Y'all about to watch me catch a body. I'm going to change his name from right side to the hollow man. Now, I heard Devin Haney fans saying that Devin Haney got these cold-ass feet, that he can move all around the ring, and his defense is so goddamn complete. But I'm about to explain to y'all why guys like right side, D-Man Jr., Jay Grant Jr., they can keep that shit. Because my guy Tank Davis got that same lateral movement. Walk your ass all across the ring, walk you into a punch, then bah! Nigga, sleep your shit. Now, let me ask right side something, and let me really talk about this, because I hear people saying a lot of shit, bro. I hear people saying that Devin Haney, when they talk about his defense, they never talk about the times that Devin Haney said, yo, I'ma do it for the crowd. I'ma go do this shit against Linares. I'ma knock a nigga out. I'ma walk a nigga down. I'ma cut off the ring. I'ma show everybody that I got power, and I'ma do my thing. Now, Devin Haney was winning that fight. He was cold with it. He was walking Linares down behind his jab, getting in his pocket, showing everybody he was fast like a motherfucking rocket. And then something happened. I think it was about the 9th or the 10th round. Linares caught his ass in the chin, made his jaw drop. That shit hit the ground. Now, I seen Tank Davis. I seen him walk somebody down too. Y'all might be like, well, knockout, what you talking about? Let's talk about his fight with Leo Santa Cruz. Now, Tank Davis did the same shit. He was like, yo, I'm going to walk him down. I'm going to cut off the ring. I'm going to get in this bitch, and I'm going to try to do my thing. Now, Tank Davis was getting touched up is what right side, and that's what they say. They bring up the defense. Tank Davis was getting touched up. He ain't got defense like Devin Haney. He was getting touched up. They going to tell you that Leo Santa Cruz made the fight so tough until Tank Davis told Leo the same shit I told right side before I started this rebuttal. Nigga, that's not enough. Now, I'm going to stop rapping and I'm going to start talking about some of the shit that he said, bro. I got to talk about some of the shit that he said that really had no substance. I want to know why we talking about the last 4 fights. Because we was talking about overall boxing ability. We was talking about overall boxing ability. Why we got to cherry pick stats to make our argument, though? Like, if I want to know a fighter's overall boxing ability, I want to know his entire body of work. I want to know what he had going on. I want to know what he did his entire career. So I just found it interesting. I just found it very, very interesting that right side tried to cherry pick 4 stats. And then he talked about the educated lead hand. But if you play this back, you'll hear that he really only talked about a jab. Let's talk about an educated lead hand. An educated lead hand means shit like parrying away a jab. I watched Tank Davis do that shit against Mario Barrios. Having an educated lead hand means what your lead hook looking like. Who got the better lead hook? Tank Davis has the better lead hook. Having an educated lead hand gets you around on pivots. Tank Davis had one hand in the Isak Pitbull Cruz fight, and he was pivoting around and only boxing with his lead hand for like 5.5 rounds.
Shit getting real.
5.5 rounds he was doing that shit. So when people tell me that Devin Haney got an educated lead hand and they only talk about his jab, I'm like, what about all the other shit that go into an educated lead hand? What about all that other shit? Then he brought up Devin Haney's range and distance control. but he only mentioned how tall Devin Haney is. Somebody please explain to me how height is an ability. Ain't height genetics or some shit? Ain't height like some shit you born with? Did a motherfucker just be like, yeah, I'm gonna get this shit? That's a skill. No, bro. Height is not a skill. I don't want to hear shit about no height when we talking about boxing ability. What are we talking about, bro? What in the hell are we actually talking about? Then it's the funny shit. This the funny shit that I heard. Punches landed. Punches landed. Devin Haney landed more punches because Devin Haney fights more rounds than Tank, bro. What are we talking about? When you go the distance, when you fight 12 rounds, every goddamn fight, every fight you fight, 12 rounds, 12 rounds, 12 rounds, 12 rounds. And you got another dude and you picking stats. Yo, man, that fight only went 6 rounds. Yo, man, Leo Santa Cruz, that shit went 6 rounds too. Yo, man, this fight over here, that shit went 10 rounds. But the guy that you cherry picking numbers for to say total punches landed, total punches connected. What, bro? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Of course he landed more punches because he can't punch. What the hell are we talking about? No one walks down Devin Haney. Lies. All lies. Somebody in the chat asked Right Side to explain, or somebody in the chat explain to me that's riding with Right Side. Y'all tell me when JoJo Diaz stopped walking forward. I'm going to take a sip of water while I wait. When did JoJo Diaz stop walking forward? Since people respect Devin Haney power and ain't nobody ever walked him down, even though JoJo lost the fight, when did JoJo stop moving forward? Because you can walk somebody down. It can be unsuccessful because they just outpoint you. But stopping somebody from walking you down means you back them up. That's what that means. You back them up. When did JoJo Diaz back up? I'm just asking. Like, I don't know. I'm just asking. So all these numbers, all this cherry-picked data. Nah, bro. When it comes to a debate, we don't cherry-pick data. The numbers that I gave y'all, and I'll give them to you again just to drive the shit home, that's overall. That's everything put together. That's all of his fights and all of his fights. And you can't tell me that a fighter who only gets hit 2% more, but has a 40-something% higher knockout ratio, that's an accurate puncher, that has knockouts on the back foot, knockouts on the front foot, knockouts walking you down, outboxing people with one hand, that's a better counter puncher. I gave you guys examples of feints that you ain't never seen Devin Haney do. You notice Right Side didn't bring up no... Y'all notice he didn't bring up no traps that Devin Haney said, right? Y'all notice all he talked about was numbers and who lands more punches and shit. And he tried to talk about distance and range control, but that he talking about height. He talking about height. Then he tried to talk about the goddamn lead right hand of the homie of Devin, but then he only talked about his jab. He said we ain't gonna talk about the jab. We gonna talk about the lead right hand, but then he only talked about the jab. I'm confused by that big time. Very much confused by that big time. I don't understand. So y'all can't be serious, bro. You don't get the cherry pick. Let's go off their last 4 fights. Nah, nigga, let's go off all their fights. Let's talk about what it really is. And you can't tell me when it's facts, a fighter has more power, a fighter has nearly damn good as defense. Their defense is right on par with each other. A fighter is a more accurate puncher. A fighter is a more explosive counter puncher. A fighter sets traps better. A fighter has won fights in way more ways than the other fighter. All of that being Gervonta Tank Davis, but then say that the other fighter got better boxing ability. Nah, bro, it don't go like that. The facts don't line up. The facts don't line up, bro. And just in case I ain't rebuttal enough, his main points, in case y'all didn't hear him, was the range and distance control of Devin Haney, and talked about height. Height is not an ability. Height is genetics. His other point was educated left hand. He brought up his jab. We already killed that shit. How the hell your jab educated and it's so much better, and you only land 4 jabs per round. But no, let's go off the last 4 fights. Nah, let's talk about all them hoes. Punches landed. Of course, you landed more punches. Who punches mean more? Who punches me? If you land 10 punches and I land 1 punches, but I knock your ass out, what your 10 punches mean? If they had 4 fights and Devin Haney landed 4,000 punches, but Gervonta Davis landed 4, and Tank Davis knocked out everybody with 4 punches, but Devin Haney landed 4,000. What that shit mean, bro? What that shit really mean? How does that shit make sense, bro? Devin Haney got hit less in his last 4 fights. How he get hit overall, though? How he get hit overall? What's the overall shit looking like? So, bro, you can't win an argument cherry picking facts going off the last 4 fights when your opponent is not cherry picking shit, looking at things as a whole. And guess what? Everything I said is all facts. He'll probably try to cook. He'll probably try to say some shit. But I ask people this shit all the time. Somebody tell him to show me one time where I lied. That's my rebuttal for round 1.
All right, look like a fight done broke out. You had to see that shit coming, Dub. What you got in the oven?
My bad. Can you hear me? My bad.
Yeah. You tapped in now.
So he just asked. He said, "As one time where he lied, some type of way. I don't know how he got on this. He said that I brought up Devin Haney's lead right hand. I don't know how the hell you an orthodox fighter and you got a lead right hand. Don't know how that's possible."
Oh, I misspoke. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, well, you just asked. You said bring up a time when
you knew what I meant, though.
Let me just keep.
Let him cook, knock. Let him cook.
Can I cook? I ain't interrupt you? I ain't interrupt you, brother.
I'm gonna mute myself. I apologize.
That's when you know it's hurting right there. That's when you know it's hurting. So look, man. Hey, so first things first, man. The antics, man. We gotta talk about the antics. So niggas gonna get on here and rap, nigga. That's what we gonna do because we ain't got the facts in our corner. We gotta rap to prove our point. Okay, hey, it was a good rap, KO, and you know I rock with battle rap the long way. So hey, nice rap, but it meant absolutely nothing with what you were talking about. Nothing. You talked about Linares. Devin Haney was beating the dog shit out of Linares minus a punch. And even then, he won the fight convincingly, 10 rounds to 2 at best. Stop the cap, man. Stop capping. And that's what you was doing in that last round. Absolutely capping. Another thing the brother wanted to tell y'all, I said, because once again, clearly he wasn't listening to my points. When I broke down those rounds and the jabs, right? When I broke those down, I made sure that I found out how many each fighter what their average amount of rounds was. So when we were talking about it, right, when we're talking about 13.72 punches per round, not fight, because, yeah, of course, that's why I broke it down to the round. Because, like the brother said, if I broke it down to the fight, Dev always gonna land more punches because he fights more rounds. So I broke it down to the round. I didn't break it down to the fight. You understand what I'm saying? And the brother didn't, he just some type of way excluded that fact, which once again, very disingenuous of you, my great brother Knockout, but it's okay. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. You gotta do what you gotta do because you thought you was gonna be cooking and you getting cooked. So once again, here we go. I brought up the point of range and distance control. If you listen to what I said that the lead left, the educated lead left, is one of the reasons Devin Haney has such great range and distance control. But all he heard is that I said that he was tall. Even though I said he was long and rangy as well as tall, I did say tall. But I also brought out other points that the brother seemed to not hear. Why didn't he hear him? Because if he did hear him and brought those points up, then it would kill his argument and he would be getting cooked once again because of the education of that lead left hand. Okay, let me keep going right here. He talked about how Tank Davis, right? Tank Davis did all of it, or he boxed a Cruz with one arm. You know what I'm saying? He only had one hand in the fight, but he was pivoting and turning. Well, let's talk about Devin Haney. Let's talk about that against what's the brother name? Santiago. Against Santiago. Haney had a bad shoulder. He had a bad shoulder in that fight. But what happened? He still came out and did what the hell he needed to do to win the fight. Why? Because that's the boxer that Devin Haney is. That's the dog in him. Yeah, absolutely. Once again, I give him credit. About Tank's power. I'm not arguing Tank's power. Not arguing it one bit, because anybody who knows boxing knows that Tank is a hell of a puncher. He is. But at the same time, the boxing ability, the defense, even Knockout told y'all. He even came out and said the jab, and he want to say it ain't the best jab in boxing, but he didn't say the jab wasn't better than Tank Davis. He never said that. He also said, oh, the defense is close. It's close. But Devin is more, he's better. Okay, once again, another ability, better defense, given to you by my brother Knockout. And so all of these things, when we start to talk about them, man, and once again, then let's talk about this. We talk about Tank Davis ring IQ and Devin Haney putting himself in bad positions, right? And then he said, oh, well, we can't just go off the last 4 fights, even though boxing is what have you done for me lately? If we want to go off the whole, hey, we're not going way back to the first 3 fights that they ever had. We don't give a damn about them fights. We're talking about real opponents, nigga. We ain't talking about that old stuff. But because he wanted to bring that out, Fonseca, what was Tank Davis doing with Fonseca? Was that showing great ring IQ then? Of course it wasn't. He was playing with his food. He should have got him out of there much earlier than he did. Listen, at the end of the day, all of these things that Knockout saying and the answers he want to come with, he got to do it because he know he losing. He don't have a chance because the facts are on my side when it comes to the boxing ability. And clearly Devin Haney is the better boxer. We talk about the half step back, right? The half step back goes into footwork. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, both of those brothers, they have a much better half step back than Tank does. Why? Because of the length and the range that they have, as well as the great footwork. My goodness, man. It's so many. And the brother was giving you, he was conceding points to Devin Haney. He was conceding them because the facts are on their side. It's that simple, man. I rest my rebuttal, man. Great first round, guys.
All right, we had a hell of a first round. Not going to put up the
poll is up in the chat. Everybody bet. Not bet.
We need
everybody vote.
To vote.
We need everybody in the building to vote. We got 269 people in here right now. Vote who you think won round 1, bro.
And that's a
right side.
Number, so.
I'm on your right side. You can't be cherry picking facts and shit, bro.
Ooh, talk y'all shit.
Nothing.
You can't be cherry, bro. You only want to talk about last 4 fights and shit.
Boxing is all about
you talk about I'm conceding points. I've been telling you
what you've done for me.
I've been telling you for years or months. I've been telling you for months. Devin Haney. Devin Haney does one. Devin Haney has a better jab. Listen, bro. Devin Haney,
out,
bro.
Man. We got right side at
Devin Haney has a better jab and a little bit better defense. Everything else, Tank Davis better than him, bro.
Look like the footwork right of Devin Haney,
the range and distance control of Devin Haney.
You didn't even bring up his footwork. You brought up his footwork at the very end of your round, bro. At the very end of your round, you didn't even bring that shit up. You was giving a math class. I thought I was in algebra or something, my nigga.
See, just because I didn't bring it up,
I thought I went back to school and shit, bro.
So you couldn't rebuttal it, and I brought it up when I felt it was time. Don't worry about when I bring it up, Nick. Don't worry about it. You talk about it before.
I'm ready for round 2. I hope you come hard.
Those numbers.
Hey, this gonna be this the only round. Clear body bag round 1. So I think this probably gonna be the only
right
round.
Side claims the body bag. Please, everybody vote. We need everybody to vote.
After we go,
nobody coming here cherry picking.
Yeah, after we go each one time in the second round, the poll is gonna close. So get your votes in now, man. Let's get it. I'm ready.
Second question: who really want the smoke? It's on you, Dub. Right side, get your smoke.
Man, I don't know, man. This question shouldn't even be in the debate, man. It shouldn't even be in the debate because we all know Tank Davis don't want no real smoke. We know he don't want no real smoke. How do we know this, right? Well, we'll start with Tank. How do we know Tank don't want no smoke? Well, like the great brother Knockout Boxing told you, like he told you, if Tank went back and re-signed over there with Floyd, right, and Al and all them, if he did that, hey, we gotta ask some questions about if he really want to smoke, right? When it came out that Floyd was trying to match Tank with Lomachenko, and Tank said, "Damn, Floyd trying to set me up." Hold on, if you want to smoke, how you getting set up? You can't be set up if you want to smoke. That don't even make sense, right? Now, and then you hear Gervonta Tank Davis get on in an interview, right? Gilly the Kid, Tank Davis, we want to see you catch Lomachenko, Devin Haney. We want you to catch all of them. And what he say? What Tank get up and, well, I don't know when this gonna happen. I don't ask for nobody. How you want to smoke, but you ain't asking for nobody? It don't even make sense. Why would we even argue this? It makes no sense whatsoever. Tank has proven time and time again that he gonna fight whoever Floyd put on the table. And Floyd done told you, Floyd, Leonard, they done all told you what? Hey, we keeping it in-house. You know what I'm saying? We gonna stick to the green print. We gonna keep moving this. Man, come on, man. How does Tank really want to smoke? At 28 years old, right? Tank, a pay-per-view star, like everybody will tell me, Tank put asses in seats. That's what Tank does. He a pay-per-view star. He put asses in seats. So that means if he putting asses in seats, he's the A side because ain't nobody else doing pay-per-view down there. So if he the A side, where the contracts at? If you want to smoke, why you ain't sending contracts out? You the A side. You the big dog. Who you sending contracts to that's also considered a big dog in the division? You're not doing it because you don't want to smoke. You content with everything they got going for you over there with Floyd and team. You content with it. And if you wanted to smoke, bro, if you wanted it, why don't you activate the WBA mandatory? Go activate it. Get in the ring. Hey, even if the WBA, I believe the WBO is next for Dev, but even if that's the case, activate the mandatory. Prove that you want to smoke. Go get the smoke. Now, Devin Haney, on the other hand, Devin Haney done wanted to smoke from day one. And when we talk about the smoke that Devin Haney wanted, hold on, let me make sure I bring this out in the right, because I want to make sure I give the sources of when this was said. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I bring this information out just right for everybody, so y'all can go look this up and y'all can see that what I'm talking about is all facts. Let's make sure we bring this out. Oh, there it is, right there. My bad. Looking at my wrong. So here we go. Now, Robert Easter Jr. We're gonna start with him. When Dev first was in the division, right? Dev wasn't no champion at the time, but what he did, he called out the big dog. He called out a champion. Why he called out a champion? Because Devin Haney want to smoke. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to see it, it's on ES News. You know what I'm saying? November 17th. Go to mile marker or to the 1 minute and 45 seconds in the video, and you'll hear Devin Haney calling out Robert Easter Jr. You'll hear him doing it. Why? Because he wants to smoke like he's supposed to. You feel me? Lomachenko. Excuse me. Let me. Lomachenko. Why? Because he don't want to fight me. According to Devin Haney on September 14th. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney has been calling from the smoke from day one. It ain't been no ifs and buts about it. But let's keep going on it. You feel me? Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia was the damn mandatory for Devin Haney. And what happened? He showed up to the fight and said, damn it, let's fight then. It's a big fight. Let me and you, let's make it happen. You my mandatory. Damn it, I want to smoke with you then. You the mandatory. You the person I'm supposed to fight. I want to smoke with you. When you ever seen champions chasing down their mandatories? When you see it happening? You don't. You don't see them doing it that way. But Devin Haney, that's what he doing because he do want to smoke. You feel me? When Teofimo Lopez had the belt, Teo was sitting there talking all it after he beat Lomachenko, after Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney, right? Franchised himself, which is how Devin Haney became champion. After that, what happened? Devin Haney shows up on Teo's doorstep. I want to smoke. Let's get it. Let's make the fight happen. Let's make it happen. When you ever seen Tank show up and tell somebody, let's make the fight happen? We don't see it because Tank don't want to smoke the same way Devin Haney want to smoke. If Tank wanted to smoke, that Tank could have went over to Australia and fought George Kambosos for the belts. But what Tank tell you? Nah, I'll fight him, but not for the belts. But I ain't going over there. What Devin Haney said? Nah, man, I'm leaving the person I got a promotional deal with, Eddie Hearn and Max Room. I'm leaving them. I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna go sign with Top Rank. I'm gonna take a bad deal. Why? Because I want the smoke. I want all the smoke. If the belts, I want the belts. Anybody who got the belts, I want them. I'm going to get them. And what they do? Went over to Australia and showed out, had a great performance. Regardless if his father was able to make it, well, he made it the last day, but he wasn't there that entire time. If his cut man didn't even make it, man didn't even have a cut man in the damn corner. He said, I don't give a damn about none of that. I believe in me. I believe in my abilities. My brother knockout boxing. He believed in Tank Davis more than Tank Davis believed in himself. It's facts. These are all facts right here. Devin Haney ain't never ducked no smoke. He done always show, hey, if his name was called, what he do? He respond. Now, I will give you, and I want to be fair about this. I'm going to be very fair. He pissed me off when he brought up the Frank Martin thing. And he said, who is Frank Martin? I didn't like that. I didn't like it one bit. But at the same time, that's because he going for the big dogs. He going for everybody at the top. When he on ESPN and they ask him, who you want to fight next, what do he say? I want Lomachenko and Tank Davis. Hey, I want to make that fight happen. I want to make all the big fights happen. And he always then went for making the big fights happen. Now, hey, because of the size of the street, whatever you want to call it, is it always possible? No. But at the same time, the man ain't never ducked no smoke, and he been calling everybody name from the beginning. From the beginning. I'm going to digress, and I'll wait till my rebuttal to keep cooking. I got one more thing I want to bring out, but I'm going to bring that out in my rebuttal. Go ahead, Knockout. My apologies, brother.
Knockout round 2. Who really want the smoke?
Before I start my round, you notice how right side waited to talk about actual Tank Davis and Devin Haney to the end, and he talked about how Devin Haney wanted all this smoke with everybody else, and then he brought up Tank Davis last, but he got data, he got numbers, I got some stuff too. But first he said, when Tank Davis said, they trying to set me up. Now, that mean he don't want smoke. Now, I don't know about y'all, but just because somebody trying to set you up, that don't mean you don't want smoke. Like, I seen right side and my brother get this smoke. I don't know if he in the building. I seen them communicating in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I felt like they might be trying to set me up. But that don't mean I don't want no smoke. That don't mean I don't want no smoke. Like, I still want smoke. Just because you trying to set me up don't mean shit. All that shit mean is you trying to set me up, but I can still beat that ass. Then he made a point about Tank Davis don't want smoke because Tank Davis hasn't activated the WBA mandatory. There's a few reasons for that. See, what right side didn't talk about is that George Kambosos came out right after Devin Haney beat him and said he wanted his rematch. And he activated his rematch clause. We'll get into that in my round. I'm gonna leave that alone for right now. I ain't even on my round yet. I was just listening to the right side, and there's some things I wanna talk to him about. So Tank Davis activating his mandatory. He said Tank Davis is the only fighter fighting on pay-per-view. That's a fact. Why would the only fighter fighting on pay-per-view that's generating revenue more than anyone else down at that weight class, why would it make sense for him to activate a mandatory when the WBA mandatory split is 75% in favor of the champion and 25% for the challenger? Why would Tank Davis do that instead of just negotiating directly with Devin Haney when he's available? Why not do that? Who does that? Just because Devin Haney did that shit, that stupid ass shit, went over there to Australia, and now guys like Right Side and all these other guys trying to get him out of his contract obligation, just because he went and did that shit, took some shit that was less than his value when I was telling y'all he shouldn't do that shit, does not mean that Tank Davis should do that shit too. No. What should happen is they should negotiate the fight. Because if you activate if you try, and that's another thing for everybody, bro. You cannot activate a mandatory, dog. You can't activate a mandatory. You can petition. Everyone, right side talking about activating mandatories. You can't do that. There's not a button that you can push. You can't just go push a button and say mandatory activated. That shit don't exist, bro. What you have to do is petition the sanctioning body, send them a letter, and they will tell you yes or no, you can become the mandatory challenger. But when you do that stupid ass shit, when you do that dumb ass shit, you take the negotiating power out of your hands. Because the WBA, they can fix it. They can do like the WBO did for Sean Porter. They can go 60-40, but even that is not fair to Tank. But they can fix the 75-25 shit. But you run the risk by sending that letter and petitioning the WBA to become the mandatory for Devin Haney. You run the risk of the WBA saying, yeah, we'll make you the mandatory 75-25 in favor of the champion. You run that risk. So why would Tank Davis do that? It makes no sense for him to do that, bro. None whatsoever. So when people say that, I don't understand where they're coming from. Another thing that he said something about calling out Loma. Devin Haney was calling out Loma. But I noticed something tricky and something a little different in the timeline. And I'm going to get to that in my round because I'm still just having fun right now. He talked about Tank don't show up at people fights. I'm sorry. If I'm the man, and I know they hate it, Tank Davis is still the man. Devin Haney is like the kid in fucking high school that is the valedictorian and shit. He the guy that's, you know what I'm saying, getting straight A's, getting all the accolades and shit, but all the girls want to talk to this dude over here because he popping. That's who Devin Haney is. Congratulations on your accolades, but Tank Davis is the man. Why should he show up to fights? These guys got his name in the mouth. And shout out to Joseph Dale in that super chat, bro. For some reason, it's not letting me click it. I tried to click it. I'm going to try to read it real quick. The only smoke that Haney has is when he is smoking pole. $5 from Joseph Dale in that super chat. I appreciate you, but I digress. Let's keep going. Why would you show up at people fight when you the man? He ain't got to show up to nobody fight. That don't prove that he don't want smoke. That just prove he got better shit to do. The hell he going to show up to your fight for? That don't make no sense. I'm going to show up to your fight when I know I can fight you. Like, what I need to show up to your fight for to give you clout? You already got my name in your mouth when you got fights coming up. But let's talk about it because everybody loves the Devin Haney. Let's get into the round now. Everybody loves when Devin Haney talks his shit. When him and his father, they come out, and that's why people rock with him because they'll talk to the people. They'll come and they'll communicate with you. Now, right side mentioned the interview that Devin Haney did. In the interview, he mentioned when he said, Devin Haney, the only fights that interest me, the only fights I want is Tank Davis and Vasily Lomachenko. That interview on $1 million worth of game, shout out to them. That interview was on June 19th. June 19th of this year, that's when that interview dropped. But on BoxingScene.com, George Kambosos officially activated his rematch clause on June 17th, 2 days before that interview. So why you got Tank Davis and Vasily Lomachenko name in your mouth if you know your contractual obligations have already been activated? Now, that's some shit that you can activate. We talking about activating shit. You can activate a rematch clause that you signed, but you can't activate no mandatory shit since we on the word activation. So Devin Haney want all this smoke, but he calling for guys when it's a dude that already pulled his card. It's a dude that already activated his rematch clause, and that's just one instance. Now, Devin Haney really want this smoke with Loma, and I don't know, bro. I don't know, because Devin Haney posted another tweet. It was February 28th, 2021. Very simple tweet. Where the is Loma? Where Loma at? I'm looking for Loma, goddammit. But on March 4th, 2021, so February 28th, 2021 was not a leap year, so it wasn't 29 days in February that year. It was 28. So you got February 28th, March 1st, March 2nd, March 3rd, March 4th. Well, I be goddamn. On March 4th, he's in advanced talks and finalizing the fight to fight Jorge Linares. So that fight came together in 3 days? But you really want smoke, though. You want smoke, but you already got smoke in front of you. Like, it's funny how everybody wants smoke when they already got smoke in front of them. They want some other smoke. Then I'm like, nah, that's just 2 times. That's just 2 times. Like, man, he really want to fight these guys. He really mean what he say. Then on October 31st, the same year, last year, October 31st, Devin Haney, per Boxing News 24, Devin will step in to fight Tank Davis on short notice. He will step in to fight Tank Davis because Devin Haney wants all the smoke. He's going to step in, and they posted this shit on October 31st, 2021. Now, October only got 31 days in it. It's only 31 days in October. So you got November 1st, November 2nd, and then goddamn November 3rd. November 3rd, 2021. So November 1st, November 2nd, then November 3rd. Not even final talks this time. It's official. Devin Haney versus JoJo Diaz is announced. But you said you would step in for Tank, though. You said you were going to step in for Tank. I'm confused, Devin. I'm so confused because you going to step in and you'll fight Tank on short notice, but JoJo Diaz is announced 3 days later? I mean, how long it take to put a fight together? You got to negotiate, find a venue, pick a fight date. They announced your fight date, the venue. It was finalized and everything. Everything. But you really want smoke, though. Then you got Michael Benson. My brother Michael Benson, man. Everybody was throwing salt on Michael Benson. Michael Benson came out. This one gonna be bad, bro. This one gonna be real bad because ain't nobody said this shit before. I ain't heard nobody say this shit. Michael Benson on July 21st officially reported Haney Kambosos 2 is done for October 15th in Australia. Now, I'm going to stop right there because I need y'all to understand October 15th is 1 day before what I'm about to say because I want y'all to understand Australia is a day ahead of us. So we Thursday night, they Wednesday right now. Just wait till you see where I'm going with this. So he says it's official. They are setting it up in Australia, October 15th. Devin Haney quotes the tweet and he says, Cap, I ain't heard or signed nothing. I ain't signed a motherfucking thing. Now, this is the same Michael Benson that reported Joe Joyce versus Joseph Parker. He gave us the price of the Canelo versus Triple G pay-per-view. He told us that the WBA was mandating Andrade to fight Janabek. He did all that shit. But Devin Haney says it was capped. Now, I'm about to prove to y'all why you should believe nothing that Devin Haney or Bill Haney says because what he just said in that tweet was capped. It's 275 people in the chat. Can somebody please go to Devin Haney's box rec? Can somebody please go to Devin Haney's box rec and ask Right Side in his rebuttal to explain to us if Devin Haney really wants to smoke with Tank Davis and he wasn't lying about this shit and this shit wasn't signed with Kambosos the whole time, explain to me why on box rec right now the fight is already scheduled for the exact date that Michael Benson told us that it was. Explain that to me. So Michael Benson lying on you, Dev. He lying on you. Why that shit on box rec? They lying too? They lying on your ass too? So you got Tank sitting back. Yeah, I want the smoke. If you win, I want to fight you next. Devin Haney wins. George Kambosos activates his rematch clause. Tank Davis falls back. How that mean he don't want smoke? Because he ain't trying to go after a fighter that's already locked up. And then when Bill Haney approached Tank Davis' team, he said, look, man, take care of your business with Kambosos. Take care of your business with Kambosos and we'll see you. We want to see you. Did Team Haney take care of their business with Kambosos or they about to fight his ass? And I'm sorry, I don't know where y'all come from. I close with this because I got a lot more. I don't know where y'all come from, but once you lie once, talking about some shit cap, and the source is credible that said it, and then now it's all over box rec. How can we trust anything that you've been saying? If you lie about that, you'll lie about anything. That's all I got. And we ending the poll for the first round right now. I think we had over 192 votes. And right side got cooked in the first round. But it is what it is. I told y'all what was gonna happen.
All right, Dub, bring the smoke, man.
Well, hey, let's go ahead and first things first, man. So once again, KO not sticking to the topic. Not sticking to the topic because the topic is who really wants to smoke. It don't say do they want to smoke with each other. It's about who really want to smoke in general. And clearly, Devin Haney is the one going to get the smoke from the beginning. But this is how you know. This is how you know that right now, KO, he's being disingenuous once again. And I love my brother. I love him. But he's being disingenuous. And this how you can prove this, how I can prove it right here. According to Knockout Boxing 86 TV, what will he tell you? If everybody had Dev's mentality, we would get all the fights we want. He didn't say if everybody had Tank Davis mentality, we would get all the fights we want. No, that ain't what he said. He said if they all had Devin Haney's mentality, we would get the fights we want. Why? Because Knockout knows the truth. But he doing a good job twisting the fact. He's doing an okay job with it. But at the same time, his words speak clearly right there. If he really believed Tank Davis wanted all the smoke, and hey, he'll tell you he's a boxing fan, and he is. He is. He want to see the best fight the best. Then why do the fighters need Devin Haney's mentality and for us to get the best fights? Why they don't need Tank Davis? We know why. Because Dev is the one going for the smoke. It is what it is. Let's talk about some of the things Knockout talked about. First things first. When he brought up the fight with Kambosos, the second fight, the second coming of the fight, right? Bill Haney has said multiple times on how we need a dance partner, right? According to the Ali Act, for us to get out of that. If there's a bigger fight to be made, then we can go and try to make that fight happen versus rematching George Kambosos. Now, at the end of the day, Dev did come out and say he was going to fight in October. But he also said, hey, I ain't signed nothing. That's okay. Just because he ain't signed nothing don't mean that Bob them weren't in the works trying to put that together. Right? Once again, I want to talk about the other thing when he brought out the point about him stepping in for Tank Davis. Go listen to Devin Haney. Go listen to what he said about that. He said, yeah, well, Eddie Hearns kind of brought that to me. He mentioned it, but I don't know if he even pursued it. I think he kind of put it out there, but I don't even know if he pursued that. But if it was a possibility, I'll do it. What's the problem with saying that? It ain't no problem with that. The man saying, if I got that opportunity, I want that opportunity. My co-promoter at the time is bringing that to me. And so what? What you want me to say? No, I don't want to take that chance. No, I want to make the biggest fights happen. And so at the end of the day, that's what he's trying to do. Now, when you talk about the whole or anything, once again, going back to Tank Davis, they'll tell you that, oh, well, Tank don't have to do it. He don't have to do it. He's the one. See, once again, the protection league is real. If Tank wanted the real smoke, right? Why right now, you know what I'm saying? Why Tank ain't trying to make a Lomachenko fight happen? Floyd, I need you. Or better yet, why would Tank resign and not continue like he told us he wanted to take the training wheels off, right? When he was talking about making the fight with Devin Haney, what did he say? I'm out of my contract. I'm a free agent. I can make the fights happen. So if that's the case, why Tank ain't making no big fights happen. You ever realize that as boxing fans, we sit here, we don't question Devin Haney as far as if he wants to make big fights. Ain't nobody sitting here saying, man, damn, this nigga, he need to go get the smoke, man. Man, if he fight another nigga, I don't want to see. I ain't gonna rock with him. No. You don't see that. Knockout Boxing 86 TV himself said that if Tank Davis don't fight a big fight in his next fight, I gotta cook his ass. I gotta cook him. Why you gotta cook him? Because he ain't been fighting no damn body. He ain't been going after the smoke. Now, if you want to sit there and tell me that this question is supposed to be who want the smoke between each other, we'll phrase it that way. But that ain't how this question is phrased. The question is who wants to smoke. And regardless, I don't care what you is. Okay, my bad, knockout, you right. Send your letter. Don't go activate your mandatory. You right. Go petition to be the mandatory. All right. Once again, you got me, I got you. I ain't mad at that. You know exactly what I meant when I said it. You know exactly what I meant. And so at the end of the day, if Tank is supposed to be this dog that y'all telling me he is, and I think he is a dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I rock with Tank. The problem is the nigga ain't going after none of the big dogs. He ain't fighting no top level competition. And until he starts doing it, until he starts trying to make his way, you know what I'm saying, to those levels of fights, then he's hurting the sport of boxing. He's cheating the sport. You feel me? And as you cheat the sport of boxing, I can't rock with you. I can't rock with somebody who cheating the sport the way Tank is right now. And it's that simple. At the end of the day, Devin Haney ain't never cheated the sport. Since he done been in the sport, he been going and calling for the big names and the big fights, and he been trying to make them happen. It's interesting. Not gotta tell you, hey, Tank, he don't need to show up at nobody fight. But when it was Bud Crawford and Bud didn't show up at EJ fight, what he say? We need to cook his ass. We need to be on his head. And I was sitting right there agreeing with his ass. You damn right we do. Show up at the fight, get in the ring. That's the fight we want to goddamn see. But all of a sudden, when it's Tank up, no, he's the big dog. He's the A side, so he can do whatever he want to do. You know, man, stop the double standard. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a buck. When Bud stayed over at Top Rank, what happened? They cooked his ass. I cooked his ass. I was like, nah, that ain't where the smoke is. Go get the smoke. Devin Haney didn't stay with his own. And what we did, we said, hey, cool. He going after the smoke. But when Tank do it, oh no, Tank ain't gotta go nowhere. No, Tank the big dog. He can do whatever he want to. See, it's a double standard out there, man. This protection league of Tank Davis, led by Knockout Boxing 86 TV, led by him, is out of control. If it wasn't a double standard for Tank, it wouldn't be a standard for Tank, and that's what it is. I rest my case. Go ahead, Knockout.
So, my side tried to use a couple of things that I said, and it was a good job. First of all, Bud Crawford showing up to EJ fight. Bud Crawford is a 34, 35-year-old champion. That's by all accounts, by everybody in this goddamn building, that's the biggest fight in boxing. Right side didn't say he need to show up to Devin Haney fight. He didn't say he need to show up to Loma fight. He said he ain't show up to none of these guys fight. So Tank Davis is supposed to run around showing up to everybody fight. So the Bud Crawford example, that shit don't make no sense, bro. Because Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. is supposed to be the biggest fight in boxing. It's an undisputed fight in the welterweight division. It's a fight that's been brewing for 4 years because that's the biggest fight in boxing. So asking Tank Davis to show up to guys like Devin Haney or Teofimo or Lomachenko, whoever it is, because you didn't specify, it's very different from fans saying, yo, Bud Crawford need to show up to Errol Spence fight. Very different. Now let's talk about Tank re-signing to Mayweather because we can only go with the facts. Yes, I didn't like the shit because he told us he wasn't signing to him. But notice right side brought up, well, Knockout said on his next fight, he gonna do this. On his next fight, if it ain't a big fight, he gonna do that. But none of us know, what if Mayweather offered him $10 million guaranteed for every fight? What if Mayweather Promotions offered him the ability to pick his own fights and go make his own big fights? What if he's sending off to Ryan Garcia? What if they negotiate a fight? What if they send the offer to Devin Haney after he get through with Loma? Now, he also brought up why Tank ain't trying to make a fight with Loma either. And this is crazy to me because everyone in boxing knows Bob Abrams' plan for Lomachenko. Bob Abrams' plan is to get Loma a shot at those belts, bro. That's what he's been doing the whole time. Case in point, Devin Haney wouldn't even be undisputed right now if Russia didn't decide to go into the Ukraine, bro. If Russia didn't decide that, yo, we got to go into the Ukraine, we about to take this shit over, then it would have been George Kambosos versus Vasily Lomachenko. So we know this. Bob Arum is on wax. He is on record. Todd the Buff, I believe, is his son-in-law name. They are on record. We want Loma to get the winner of Devin Haney and George Kambosos. So why in the hell would you waste money sending money and contracts and term sheets and offers? Why would you waste money trying to make a Loma fight when Bob Arum has come out publicly and already told you what his plans are for Loma? He wants to get Loma a fight with Devin Haney for the belts or the winner of Haney and Kambosos. He said it himself, bro. He said that shit. It's a fact, right? So let's keep going. Devin said he ain't signed nothing, but I would kindly ask, again, I call Cap. Right side said, Devin said he ain't signed nothing. Cool. So what fights BoxRec be putting up that don't be signed yet? Can somebody inform me of the fight I can go to that BoxRec be putting up as scheduled that ain't signed yet? Do they do that shit all the time? Is this some shit that I don't know about that's going on with BoxRec? When they do that shit? When? So again, stop coming to me with arguments about what Devin Haney said, bro. If you notice, I ain't said shit that Tank said because you can't defend it because it was a lie. He told us some shit and then he lied. I ain't talking about what Tank said. I gave y'all numbers and facts. Did y'all hear Right Side explain why all of a sudden every time Devin Haney got a fight coming up, he want the smoke and he want to step in? Did he come with rebuttals for that? Because I ain't hear shit. But you really want the smoke, though. And then the crazy shit. Well, I thought it was who really want the smoke with everybody. It's a Tank Davis, Devin Haney debate, bro. This shit is Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. What you mean you didn't know we was talking about between each other? What? Come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about, bro? Like, I don't understand that shit. Bill Haney said we need a dance partner. That was another point Right Side tried to make. Who the hell is going to go try to be your dance partner when your ass is unavailable? That's that flawed ass Devin Haney fanboy logic, bro. Ain't nobody coming to your shit knowing that you got to fight, knowing that you got an obligation. It ain't on a dance partner to come free you of your obligation. It's on you yourself to do that shit, bro. What are we talking about? Like, I'm really trying to understand. How the hell y'all need a dance partner? Y'all signed that shit. Knockout was on the front line saying not to sign that shit because I knew that shit would happen. Now they won't blame everybody else. Talking about we want the smoke, everybody ducking us. We need a dance partner. We really want to go make the big fights and do this and do that. Cool, bro. Get yourself out the contract. Drop some belts like you said you would. Make a big fight. Move up to 140 like you said you would. Make a big fight. Nah, they ain't do that, though. They really want the smoke, though. They really want the smoke, but they ain't do that. We really want the smoke. Someone come save us. Someone come help a brother out. Get me out of my contract that I signed. Nah, bro. Why Bob Arum ain't offer no step-aside money? Why they ain't offer no step-aside money? Because they knew to play all along. This shit been nothing but a clout chase. And I ain't even bring this up. Devin Haney want the smoke so bad with Tank Davis. That what people, Devin Haney want the smoke. Devin Haney want the smoke. Who was he chasing after he beat JoJo Diaz? Was he chasing Kambosos or Tank Davis? Did Devin Haney offer to take as much money as Rolly Romero to fight Tank Davis? Nah, but he offered to take what Loma took. He offered to take what Loma took to fight Kambosos, though. He really did. I'm just saying, bro. That, like that's he offered to go over there. Did he offer? Hey, I'll sign the Mayweather promotion, one fight deal. Just pay me whatever y'all pay Isak Pitbull Cruz. I want to fight Tank. It's the biggest fight in boxing. He didn't do that shit either. But he really wants the smoke though. But he really, really, really wants the smoke. And I've been telling y'all, bro. I've been telling y'all all this shit that they've been talking. I asked y'all, and y'all told me, yeah, he'll do it. He'll do it. He want all the smoke. Devin Haney want all the smoke. I said, I'll be damned if a young man that was practically begging his heart out on Twitter, man, y'all don't let them steal this from me. Y'all don't let them steal this opportunity from Kambosos from me. Please don't let them do it. Now he about to go through all that shit to get all them belts. But he about to drop them all of a sudden because he want all the smoke. Come on, dog. Like, who are y'all talking to with this shit, bro? And then just real quick, and I'll be done, man. The timeline and shit. All this, like, Devin Haney, he ran down on Teofimo. He been running down on Teofimo since Teofimo beat Loma. And that was like in 2020, right? Then he ran down on Lopez. He ran down on Teofimo all through till Teofimo fought Kambosos. Then when Kambosos won, he ran down on Kambosos. When did Devin Haney have all this energy for Tank Davis? So at the end of the day, they've done the same shit with each other. The final point is this. They both said they want to fight, but ain't nobody sent shit. Nobody sent shit. So at the end of the day, you can't argue that Devin Haney want more smoke than Tank Davis because the facts don't support that. Every time he say somebody's name, it's a fight announced 2 or 3 days later. Every time he talk about he wants something, he got some other contractual obligations. You know damn well your ass is under top rank for your next 2 fights. But you want somebody to come save you. But you ain't did nothing to get saved. You ain't paid no step aside. You ain't dropped no belts, bro. So miss me with that. He really wants smoke shit. That's it. That's all I got for round 2. We're gonna put the poll up.
All right, everybody, is a poll up. Make sure everybody vote. We had a clean wash in the first round with knockout winning. Second round, right side definitely brought it. I think I seen it like 60-38 or some shit like that.
It was 63-37.
Yeah. That's bad, bro. So
that's some respect.
That was bad, but we had a good first round though. Second round, y'all get y'all votes in, man. Second round looked like Dub brought it. Definitely stepped up to the plate, hit us back with a good counter. I like that counter, Dub. I wasn't really expecting that. But third round, I want to see a lot of energy, man. We're going to have a good third round topic.
Hold us up.
I already know this question going to bring out the energy.
Get your votes in. Everybody get your votes in.
And, man, please, everybody make sure y'all vote, man.
All right, we ready for round 3? Let me get it right. All right, there we go.
Yeah, we ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. Come up here with bulletproof feelings.
That's all good, baby. Hey, we all about the shit. Hey, bro, can y'all?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you right side. You good. You chopped up a little bit, but I can hear you.
You chopped up a little bit at the end.
I keep getting this damn shit in the corner up here. Anyway, it's all good. Go ahead.
You good, and you definitely had a better second round. Brought it on your rebuttals. Third round, I want a lot of energy from both of y'all, man. Let's go ahead and close it out real strong because that fourth round question gonna be something different. I'm telling you right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We ready? You want to read the question and tell them who's going first?
Let's go.
Did you read the question, bro? Read the question for him.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Oh, it's up there.
Oh, okay. There we go. My bad. Third question, third and final question of the battle. The fourth question will not determine the battle. That's a fourth round that we do just so we could get y'all extra little different something in boxing. But we got the fourth question is who has the better fighting style? Knockout, you started out the battle. So the third round starting out is definitely on you. Take off and talk your shit.
Yes, sir. So better fighting style. We got to talk about fighting at the highest level, right? Devin Haney is a defensive first behind his jab. And when I'm talking, y'all keep in mind the prediction record is impeccable. So when we talking this in the ring shit, just remember the credibility of the person that's talking. Devin Haney is a defensive first behind his jab fighter that uses his length, uses his distance control. He grapples on the inside to fight, to get the fight back to a distance, and he relies on his feet to be defensive, to keep the fight where he wants to keep it. And shout out to everybody in the super chat. I see my wife drop the super chat. I appreciate you, baby. Tank Davis is an explosive fighter that can box, that looks to set traps, that looks to have the ability to knock you out. He's an explosive counterpuncher, and he's already proven. And I feel like this round is already won, because if a fighter has better boxing ability, and we all saw the vote, if a fighter has better boxing ability, how can he not have the better fighting style? Because let's really talk about it. Devin Haney has to be perfect. Let's match him up since we're talking fighting style. Devin Haney, to beat fighters at the top level, if you put him in there with Tank Davis, Devin Haney has to be perfect for every single second of every single round in that fight. Has to be perfect. He cannot take the shots he took against Jojo Diaz. So when you got a defensive first fighter that at the highest level is a good boxer, but he has to be perfect to beat guys, and he doesn't have the power to keep them off of them, eventually he's going to get into a fight. And he don't have enough ammunition to get himself out of trouble. Because if Floyd Mayweather had to stand and fight, Marcos Maidana, Miguel Cotto, if he had to stand and fight at some point in his career, Devin Haney's going to have to as well. And even Floyd got rocked. Floyd got hit. And he's a much better fighter than Devin Haney. So how can you have a better fighting style when you got to be perfect the whole goddamn fight? There's no margin for error in the way that you fight, bro. You have to outbox guys in every round. You can't lose rounds. You can't have moments where you get outboxed. You can't have moments where you stand in there and get into a dog fight. Because you can't win that shit. I got a fighter that's way more powerful, way more explosive, a way better counterpuncher, has proven to have a higher ring IQ with the ways that he can win fights, a more accurate puncher than you. So when he let his hands go, he hits you and make it count more than you. So if you Devin Haney, how could you possibly have a better fighting style than Gervonta Tank Davis? If they fight, and Dub Rightside has said something like this, if they fight, Devin Haney would have to be perfect. Tank Davis would not. So how the hell can your fighting style be better? If I go into a debate with you and you got to be perfect and I don't, how is your style of debating better than mine? If we go play golf and you got to be perfect every round of golf that you go against me and I don't, how is your style of golf better than mine? That long, rangy jab with no power, hugging on the inside, that shit got him caught in a fight he was winning against Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares. The Jojo Diaz fight. Jojo was able to take his jab away, land left hands consistently. Step two, Devin Haney. Make Devin Haney feel a little bit uncomfortable at times. You don't think fighters at the highest level will be able to do that? If one of these fighters gets in trouble in the fight, who can bail themselves out? Who can make the adjustment from the back foot to the front foot to go get somebody if they need to? Whose style allows them and can afford them the opportunity to lose rounds if they need to figure somebody out? So in Devin Haney, you counting on a fighter, bro. You counting on a fighter that has to be perfect. In Tank Davis, you counting on a fighter that can be perfect, but doesn't have to be. So I'm sorry. The more athletic, more explosive, faster hands, more accurate, more powerful fighter with boxing skills. And we already proved in the first round that the only thing, and 62% of y'all agreed, the only thing that Devin Haney does better than Tank Davis is jab. It's the only thing he does better is jab. And the defense is close. Devin Haney's slightly better defensively, just a little bit, by 2%. So if I'm way better than you offensively, which we already proved using numbers and data and facts, if I'm already better than you at all of that shit, and all I concede to you is your jab and your defense by just a little bit, but my defense is very close to yours, and I'm way better offensively, how could you possibly have a better fighting style than me? Make that shit make sense. That's all I got for right now.
You're on mute, bro. Go ahead. You're on mute.
Yeah, you on mute.
OTB, you're on mute.
OTB, you on mute.
Damn, my bad. Right side, this your time to state your case. Who got the better fighting style?
So it's interesting, you know. KO, he brings up a few different points. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to those in a minute. Oh, or actually, you know, we'll go ahead and get to that shit now. I just realized how this shit worked, and these unlimited rounds are good. So we're talking about explosive fighter. You know, the problem is Tank get his ass hit too fucking much. He get hit way too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? And if we go back and we watch some of his fights, the Leo Santa Cruz fight specifically, not even just the Leo Santa Cruz fight. You know what I'm saying? We go back and we watch the Barrios fight where Floyd Mayweather out there talking more than goddamn Coach Kenny talking. Your ass down on the scorecards. Why are you doing that? He doing it because, yeah, Tank has a good style. Tank does have that ultimate equalizer. The problem is he rely way too much on that shit. And you say that Dev got to be perfect. It's crazy because we've seen Dev be perfect. We've seen that from him. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, as he gets older, we're going to see it being even better. You know what I mean? Because in the Linares fight or the Jojo Diaz fight, and Knockout, you said this earlier in your first round. Oh, well, he gets hit a lot by these. No, he was trying to be exciting. That's exactly what he was trying to do. But it's okay. At the end of the day, as he grows, he's going to get smarter. And what we're going to see is that with Tank Davis being where he is at this current moment in time versus where Devin Haney is at this current moment in time, there's boxing ability, regardless of what y'all want to tell me, is so much better because he has perfected the art of hit and not get hit. Longevity is on his side. You feel me? We got to remember the school that he comes from. He comes from the Mayweather school. You know what I'm saying? And all of those guys, all of them who come from that school, they know how to do multiple things. But what's the big things they know how to do? Hit and not get hit, and then they also know how to neutralize their opponent. That's what Devin Haney is good at. The difference between Devin Haney's style and Tank Davis' style is Devin Haney takes tools away from fighters where Tank don't take tools away the same way that Dev does. Dev takes your best shit that you got. He takes that shit away from you. Tank Davis does not do that. Dev is, as far as fluency goes and boxing ability goes, and well, not even boxing ability, styles go. Dev has that style, that Mayweather style of rolling or being very defensively responsible and catching you at the right times. Whereas with Tank, when we go back and look at fights from Tank, we look at individuals that he fought. What did we see? Him getting his ass pieced up multiple times. We see him come out of the motherfucking fight with black eyes and swollen faces and all type of shit. Why? Because he getting his ass touched up. We don't ever see Dev coming out looking like that. Even without a cut, man, we seen a scratch on the nigga cheek, bro. That's what we seen. the level of competition when we talk about it, Dev's level of competition is right there with Tank's level of competition. Now, Tank does, and I give you that. He does have that power and does stop him. The problem is you ain't gonna run into you're not gonna be able to stop everybody. Hence the reason Floyd don't want you in the ring with the best competition. Because when you get in the ring with higher level competition, those stoppages they gonna stop. You're not gonna be stopping niggas like that. And when that happens, you've shown the ability to lose rounds. You've shown the ability not to be effective from range against rangier fighters and not always knowing how to close the distance the right way, right? Mario Barrios. You've shown the ability to get your ass touched up. And because of those things, when we talk about the better boxing or the better boxing style, it's hands down Floyd Mayweather. When we look, I said Floyd Mayweather, excuse me. It's hand down Devin Haney. The reason being is because it's that Mayweather style. When we look at the best fighters, right? Those slick fighters, the Pernell Whitakers of the world, right? The Floyd Mayweathers of the world. Those individuals, they may not have that much power, but they got enough power to make you respect them. And you'll tell me that JoJo Diaz continued to come forward. But what JoJo told you? What JoJo said? Shit, yeah, he ain't got just knockout power, but he got some power. You know what I'm saying? It'll stun your ass. It'll keep you off him. He got that get the fuck off me power, nigga. That's what he got. And so at the end of the day, when you have that type of power and you have that style that he has, using the footwork, you know what I'm saying? Being able to be mobile and to touch an individual without getting touched. Tank ain't touching people and not getting touched. When Tank touched somebody, he getting knocked up, bro. He getting touched up just as much as he touching them up. The only difference is that, damn it, he got the power. But then when we look at a Mario Barrios, we look at that style, right? It's a similar style to Dev. I know they train together. It's a similar style, but Dev is a much more fluent and better boxer than Mario Barrios is. And Floyd, what did Floyd tell Tank? You losing right now. You losing. Why you losing? Because your style, that come forward, explosiveness, all of that, it's not going to be effective against the elite level boxers. Tank is a great boxer. He's a great boxer. Devin Haney is an elite boxer. You feel me? He's an elite boxer, a master boxer. If Tank Davis isn't there, and because of that, Tank has to rely on his power. It's okay, and I'm not mad at it. It does make for exciting fights, but that style is going to get your ass hurt because you run up against the wrong individual, they're going to hurt your ass. Whereas with Dev, he can continue to fight his style, continue to use his range, that outboxing style. Like Floyd said, hey, if I can keep a motherfucker at range, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's going to prolong the longevity of my career. And that's what I look for Devin Haney. Whereas with Tank Davis, because of the way he get in touch, hey, his career, if he keep finding cans, I ain't gonna call them cans, I ain't gonna call them cans. If he keep finding lesser competition, you know what I'm saying, not going after the best, hence the reason he don't go after the best. Because if he does go after the best, he gonna get his ass hurt. He gonna get hurt by some of these dudes, and he not gonna be able to use just that one punch knockout power shit. It ain't gonna be good for him. He gonna be getting his ass pieced up. When he run into better boxers, he gonna get his ass touched up. And so at the end of the day, the better style is definitely Devin Haney's, because when we look at longevity in the sport of boxing, Devin will have a much longer career than Tank will because he's gonna get touched less.
Good point, right? Duh.
All right, cool. We closing the poll right now. I hope for your sake, right side, I hope you get this last round, bro, because you started off winning, but I barely edged you out in the second round, bro.
Yeah, that was a close round. What was the score? Second round.
52 to 48, 52% to 48% with 165 votes.
Ain't that a bitch?
I barely got
Appreciate
you.
everybody voting in the second round.
Appreciate y'all voting. Now y'all pay attention because right side said a lot of shit, and he gonna have a hard time rebuttaling because, you know, I was writing down everything that he said. Now, first of all, comparing Floyd to Devin and the longevity of Devin's style. What fight was Floyd hurt in when he was fighting at 135? What vulnerabilities did he show in his chin when he was fighting down at 130 and 135? Also comparing Floyd to Devin, Floyd was wrecking shit at 135. Floyd was knocking shit out. Floyd was showing power that Devin Haney has never showed in his career. So thinking that Devin Haney can have the same type of longevity when he move up to 140, when he get to 147 one day. Newsflash, y'all, shit ain't gonna happen. Typically, you don't get stronger, you don't punch harder, and guys take your shit better when they get bigger and they get stronger. So this fallacy of Devin Haney fans to compare Devin Haney to Floyd Mayweather, stop it. Devin isn't near the fighter that Floyd was when Floyd was fighting at 135, bro. So that's a bad comparison. We can't do that. And then this whole Tank Davis they keep coming with this shit, bro. And I need y'all to remember, numbers tell the truth. When they say Tank Davis keep getting touched up, that's an opinion. When they say Devin Haney has perfected the art of not hitting and not getting hit, okay, if he's perfected the art of hitting and not getting hit, someone explain to me why he gets hit 19% of the time and Tank Davis gets hit 21% of the time. That's a 2% difference, bro. So if he perfected the art, can we say that Tank Davis nearly protected the art of hitting and not getting hit on top of having more explosive power, on top of being a more accurate puncher? So he's way better offensively. That's what the data says. Damn your feelings, bro. Damn the last 4 fights. In their entire career, they got about the same amount of fights. And the data says that Devin Haney is a little bit more elusive, but Tank Davis is way more better offensively. So please stop with this narrative that Tank Davis get touched up and Devin Haney is the guy that's running out this bitch hitting and not getting hit. The numbers don't say that, bro. Devin Haney got a compliment from JoJo Diaz. JoJo Diaz said Devin Haney punched sharp. Devin Haney got more power than people think. I want y'all to realize who's giving him a compliment. A former featherweight champion who moved up 2 weight classes to fight Devin Haney is the guy that's complimenting his power. And he couldn't even get that guy out of there. Now, I know this is speculation. I like to deal in facts. But even you Devin Haney fans, what the hell y'all think Tank Davis doing to JoJo Diaz, bro? What y'all think he doing? He going 12 with him? He going 12? Come on, bro. Come on. So that compliment that JoJo Diaz gave Devin Haney, all right, that's cool. Congratulations. A featherweight gave you props that you got enough power to keep a featherweight up off you, because that's really all he can go off of. Because JoJo Diaz had 2 fights at 135. Javier Fortuna and then Devin Haney. And he said Devin Haney got enough power to keep him up off, keep people up off of him. Yeah, that's from a dude who fought all but 2 fights at featherweight. All right, cool. All right, cool. Another thing Right Side said is as you get to higher level competition, the KOs stop. Now, I could say that's not true for Deontay Wilder, but Right Side will probably try to come back and say that's Deontay Wilder. He got the best right hand in boxing history. So let's just talk about Tank Davis. Tank Davis's most accomplished and best 2 opponents that he ever fought. Multiple division, 4 division champion, Leo Santa Cruz. He got a KO of the year against Leo Santa Cruz. But when you fight better competition, then your KOs are supposed to go away. Jose Pedraza, undefeated champion at the time that Tank Davis fought him. He knocked out Jose Pedraza, stepping up in competition. But your KOs supposed to stop when you step up in competition. Devin Haney catches you at the right time. Devin Haney roll his shots, counter you, catch you at the right time. If he catch you at the right time, that means he catching you with some shit that you don't see coming. So if he catching you with some shit that you don't see coming, why ain't that shit more effective? Why does he still have to grab on the inside? Because he was catching Gamboa with a lot of shit that he didn't see coming, right? And it was at the right time, but why Gamboa go the whole fight? Why he go the whole fight? I'm trying to figure all of this shit out. So we have thoroughly debunked everything. And then the last thing, another false, fake, lying narrative, bro. Floyd said Tank was losing. Okay, Floyd gave his an opinion on the fight. I think you losing. What do the facts say? The facts say Gervonta Davis was winning the fight against Barrios. All the judges had it scored in his favor. By the time Floyd told him he was losing, Tank had knocked Mario down like 2 or 3 times, bro. I think it was 2 times. So how in the hell does that hold any weight? Floyd gave his opinion. He said Tank was losing. All right, cool. What do the facts say? See, that's what we got to get away from all this. Let's talk about this opinion. Let's talk about that opinion. The facts are this when it comes to these fighters' fighting style. Devin Haney, comparing him to Floyd, is bad, bro. It's bad. They don't fight the same at this weight class. So you can't say he going to have that type of longevity. Fake, false narrative. Devin Haney mastered the art of hitting and not getting hit, and Tank Davis gets touched up too much. His style won't translate. He gets hit about as much as Devin Haney. As a matter of fact, since Right Side gave a math class, I'm going to give y'all a math class. If they tell you to round something to the nearest 10, and you get 19 and you get 21, and your math teacher say round it to the nearest 10, they going to take 21 and that shit going to go to 20. They going to take 19 and that shit going to go to 20. So what are we talking about? That Devin Haney has mastered the art of hitting and not getting hit, but Tank Davis gets touched up. I'm so confused by that shit, bro. So in closing, bro, facts do not lie. When you look at fighters' fighting style, all Devin Haney does better than Tank Davis is jab. It's all he does is jab. And he's 2% better in defense. Tank Davis's style allows him to box, set traps. I haven't heard a rebuttal yet that Tank Davis is the better, more explosive counterpuncher. I'm still waiting on that. He has a better ring IQ to set his shit up. He's more accurate. He's more powerful. He's more athletic. He's more explosive. And he's already showed that from every weight class that he fights at, he putting shit to sleep. Devin Haney struggling to get guys out of there right now at 135. What you think gonna happen when he move up to 140? Tank Davis's style is better. And the last thing that we ain't even talk about that's very important, because you can have all these skills, you can do all this shit. Who's shown to have a better chin? Who's shown to have a better chin? We all know the answer to that question. So on top of all them other advantages, he got the better chin too. And I rest my case. I told y'all I'm winning all 3 rounds, bro.
Dub, you gonna try and climb out this casket?
Hey, you got what you mean? What you mean?
Hey, real quick, Dub, before you go, let me catch these super chats just real quick, bro. Shout out to I'm St. Louis with the $5 in super chat. He says knockout Devin Haney jabs will win the fight against Tank, but it only takes one good punch from Davis. And then I got another one here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Trying to catch these. I got another one from St. Louis. What I love about Tank is he's setting up them knockouts. That's why he is the most exciting. And that's it, bro. Go ahead, Right Side. My bad.
All right, so there are a few things right there. First off, when we're talking about the more athletic fighter, clearly he wanna put it out there as Tank being the more athletic fighter, but Devin Haney is clearly the more athletic fighter. It's not even close to athleticism as far as who's more athletic. Now, explosiveness, I can give you that. And I've said the power is there for Tank. I've said that. The thing is when it comes to, once again, the styles here, and when we're talking about getting hit and not getting hit, once again, by round, Tank gets hit. And now when we talk about percentage, that's one thing. When we talk about percentage, you also have to look at the percentage miss. I understand that. But when we're talking about getting hit, Tank gets hit more. Easily he gets hit more. And matter of fact, fighters throw less punches against Tank. The reason they throw less punches is because Tank's not active. They throw more punches against Dev because Dev speeds the pace and he keeps the pace going. Now the jab once again alone makes the fight or makes Dev, or not even just the jab, once again the lead hand of Devin Haney. It gives him the advantage in the style, you know what I'm saying, as far as styles go. But at the same time, I will say this. The power of Devin Haney. You told me earlier, right? You said that Jojo Diaz just gave him a compliment. Jojo Diaz walked him down No, Jojo Diaz didn't walk him down the entire fight. He didn't. Dev was coming forward at least a third, maybe more of that fight. He came forward in the fight more often than people give him credit for. Devin Haney comes forward in the fights a lot of times when you want to say he's on the back foot, he's doing this, that, whatever. He comes forward in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, when we're talking about styles, when we're talking about longevity, the style that Devin Haney has right now will allow him to go longer into his career. It'll allow him to be even moving up in weight when we're talking about that. And I'm saying that, you want to have, you want to say Jojo Diaz, Jojo Diaz is a feather. Then what is Leo Santa Cruz? What was he? But you give Leo Santa Cruz the credit. Oh, well, he was doing this. Tank knocked him out. Yeah, but at the same time, once again, these fighters were coming from the same division, the featherweight division. So all of a sudden now it's okay. Oh, he knocked out a featherweight, but you didn't say he knocked out a featherweight with Leo Santa Cruz. You said it was a step up in competition with Leo Santa Cruz. But what was it with Jojo Diaz then? Was that not a step up in competition? Jojo Diaz being a champion, only losing to Mr. Gary Russell? That wasn't a step up in competition? When we're talking about Linares, we want to discredit Linares. Linares was what? A 3-division champion? But he's discredited? Come on, man. We gotta stay objective about this and keep everything the same when we're looking at these fighters. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, when you talk about explosiveness, I can give you that. But then when we start to talk about footwork, you know what I'm saying? The half step back that Devin Haney has, able to counter, right, and let his hands go is much better than Tank's. The style that Devin fights with, I'm not saying that he's Floyd. But what I am saying is we've seen that style be very effective. We've seen a Pernell Whitaker have that same style. You know what I'm saying? With Tank Davis, who can we compare? Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson got his ass whooped. And Mike Tyson, my all-time favorite fighter. Mike Tyson got his ass beat by a pure boxer in Holyfield. So when we're talking about the style, at some point in time, when Tank Davis runs up against a pure boxer, especially a slick boxer, he's going to get his ass whooped. Because the style that he has is, I'm going to sacrifice getting touched up, you know what I'm saying, to get my shit off and land my big punch. Whereas with Devin Haney, Dev is like, nah, I'm not sacrificing shit. You know what I'm saying? When I go in there may be times, and I will give you credit, because you did say one thing that I agree with. The Linares fight. He went in there and he did get touched in that fight, although he was beating the shit out of Linares the entire fight. He wanted to, quote unquote, make it exciting. But then we saw the growth in Devin Haney in the Kambosos fight. He didn't take any chances. He went and showed that he could be a perfect boxer. He went and showed that when it comes down to winning rounds and being perfect in the ring, I can do it. We've never seen it from Tank. Tank sacrifices way too much to get his shit off. And the same way we would sit here and say Gary Antoine Russell get hit way too much to get his shit off. Tank is in that damn category. Getting hit way too fucking much at times, not being defensively responsible that like he needs to be to get his shit off, even though he does have the power. And when you run up against the wrong motherfucker, the shit ain't gonna work that way. It ain't gonna work that way. And it's once again, when you step up in competition and fight real boxers, slick boxers, not niggas who's, and even Zepeda, when we talk about, Pedraza, when we talk about him, the worst style that you could have fought Tank Davis in, standing right there in the pocket with him, not using any lateral movement. At the end of the day, man, Devin Haney's style will show as time progresses. His style will come out on top, and he will be the individual with the longevity in the sport, and he will be the individual who comes out and has the better career because his style is slicker, you know what I'm saying, and it's going to allow him to take less punishment than Tank Davis takes.
Facts. Salute to both the contestants, man.
Let me put the poll up. Y'all be sure to vote on the poll real quick. And while my brother OTB is getting the let me catch his super chat while he's getting the question ready. Shout out to hold on, I missed one. Shout out to my brother Swat Jones with the $5 in the super chat. He said, "This is dope, bro, man. I appreciate it. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Bullshitting on the beltweight and came and hang out with us. Salute to you, homie. You know you can get up here and get in on this, Supreme Beast. You and all your brothers, man. Y'all are more than welcome. Hopefully you like the format, man. I would love to have more people up here, man. And we just love doing these debates and shit, man. It's just fun. It's good for the culture, bro. And shout out to Dundada with a super chat. Okay, Dundada with the $2 in the super chat. He said Tank did a flip off the top rope. What you mean more athletic? Come on, bro. Maybe that's why Dundada's in the chat. But I appreciate you with that $2 in the super chat. Right side, you was trying. Look, before we go, man, let us talk a little shit.
Talk y'all shit.
Right side, you were trying to beat that point with a dead horse. Devin is hitting, not get hit. Devin is way more defensive. Tank gets touched too much. But brother, numbers just don't say that, bro.
Brother,
they don't say that. You got to get off of that shit, bro.
They do say that. That's the problem. They do say it. When we talking about the abilities, you want to say that I'm cherry picking. I can only go off of what you did for me now.
Why you ain't okay?
Hold on. Let me say this. Let me just say this.
Go ahead. Nah, I'm gonna do you that.
Devin Haney and Tank Davis got the same amount of fights, right? Damn near.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Devin Haney is 4 years younger than Tank.
Yeah, 2-1. Oh yeah.
Because of that, because of the age difference, then I can't sit here and say the growth that's taking place. I gotta look at that. I gotta look at the growth taking place. And so the reason I say the last four fights is because it takes both of that growth into accountability versus when Dev was fighting who knows what tomato can. And matter of fact, I did it trying to be fair, to be honest. I was doing it more to try to be fair. And so I'm just saying that I got to look at what you've done for me now versus what you did way back then, because
bro.
That's just how I was
cherry picking. That's cherry picking data, man. You know what I'm saying? You keep talking about some. What have you done for me lately? And
he counted you with
too much, bro. The shit don't make sense, bro. Like the man get like, bro. If you got 19 pieces of pizza and I got 21 pieces of pizza, and they tell us to round it, we both gonna end up with 20, bro. Like they defense about the same, and Tank is way better offensively, bro.
We can't round shit, bro. We can't round this shit.
How is you talking about something way better? His defense is way better. What you talking about, bro?
Hold on. How can we
2% difference though?
How can we sit here and say? And now I will give you this. Even the numbers I gave y'all, you know what I'm saying? When we talked about opponents hitting and not getting hit, matter of fact, it wasn't even 2% for me. I did it. Punch.
Hell no, educated jab. You bugging. That man cooked. He said you won, bro. He said he got. I wish I could highlight the shit, but my StreamYard tripping. But everybody else said I won. But you got one person feel like you won. You cooked, bro. You did your
Yeah, you
motherfucking
did,
thing.
Cook.
You did a
Salute
good
the
job,
right
bro.
side, man.
Shout out to
Definitely.
you, my nigga.
Hey, the
Definitely
first
shout
round,
out the
I
right
won the
side.
first round. Hey, look.
No,
I'ma
you
get in
didn't.
there.
That
Hold
shit
on,
wasn't close.
hey, I'm getting in there like T.
Nah,
Diddy,
you
bro.
won the second round in my
I'm
book.
getting in there like T.
I
Diddy,
gave you
bro.
the second round, though. I
I'm
definitely
getting in
gave
there
you the
like
second
my
round.
boy
You cooked the
Teofimo
second round.
Lopez. I won the first. Hey, nah. Matter of fact, man, I'm going like Adrian Broner, nigga. AB in this motherfucker.
Hold on, let me
y'all know
before
I
you do
won
that,
this
let me get my super chat.
Y'all know
Before
I
you
won
go
this
crazy, let me
shit
get
when
my
it's a
goddamn
Cincinnati
super chat.
homie up
Crazy
here.
ass nigga, man.
Keep that shit in
Shout out to
Georgia.
Kizzy Hayes with the $5. Kizzy Hayes say salute KO is W right side OTB in chat. I'm new to the channel and really enjoyed the debate, man. That's what we here for. We love boxing and we love each other. I'm about to call right side when we get off of this shit, man.
Man,
like,
y'all gonna really
this shit
love
was
this
fun,
fourth
bro.
question,
But
man.
let's do the fourth round. Look, no
Hey, I wanna hear
rebuttals.
this shit,
Right
man.
side don't know. Right, we'll leave the voting up, but right side, I must admit, bro, like they saying you got your ass whooped in the third round, but
Yeah, you got
leave it
watched
up
for
till after.
real third round.
We'll leave it up. We'll leave it till
Hey,
after
man,
the
it's
fourth
some
round.
Hey, bro, it's some bias.
Nah,
people.
hell no. Right
some
side.
bias
Stop that
people
shit,
in
bro.
that, bro.
Right
Stop
side,
that
right
shit,
side.
bro. Come on, dog.
Your delivery, it was your delivery, bro. It was your delivery.
You kept saying, I'm gonna call you after, bro. I'm gonna
It
call
was
you
your
because you was
delivery.
cooking.
It was your delivery.
You was
I ain't
cooking
gonna
like
lie to
you was cooking, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like you was cooking.
Fourth
You did your
question,
part.
man.
Yeah, fourth question. And then just so y'all know, ain't no rebuttals. We don't know what the question is. I don't even know what this dude about to make me argue, but I do know right side got to go first. So I got a little bit of time to prepare. But ain't no rebuttals. This shit just for fun. Yeah, you first on this one. This time, we just trying to have fun. We're going to try to make it fun for y'all. Make sure you get your votes in. We're going to keep the poll open until after we get done with the fourth round. Go ahead, OTB, do your thing, bro.
Give me the characteristic that your fighter need but don't have, and then tell me what boxing look like when they get it.
Power. If Devin Haney had, and I thought about this earlier today. It was so interesting. That was so interesting you asked that. I thought about this earlier today. If Devin Haney had Tank Davis power, we wouldn't even there would be no questions of is he on the way to be an ATG, which he's already on that way, on that path. But if he had the power of a Tank Davis, you feel me? That shit would be disgusting, bro. That shit would be it would be for anybody getting in the ring with the nigga, it would be horrible because he got everything else outside of knockout power. You feel me? He got power, but it ain't the Tank Davis. It ain't that one punch stop you power. It ain't that I'm finna fuck you up and you're gonna wake up and hair growing on your chin power. You know what I'm saying? If he had that piece of it, bro, Dev would be a beast. That nigga would be better than damn near anybody in the sport of boxing if he had that type of power. Facts.
I disagree. I say punch volume. What's yours, now?
Punch volume over power?
Yeah. If Dev with that type of ring IQ, if you could increase his punch volume, he'll look like Errol Spence. Shoot.
Okay.
I ain't mad at that. For me, bro, just length and height. If Tank was 5'8" with a 72-inch reach, he never lose a fight. And he might still run through 135 and 140 anyway. But if he was 5'8" with a 72-inch reach, we talking about somebody that could probably go up to super welterweight and never lose a fight and beat everybody, bro. That's all he missing. Just height. That's all he need, bro. He got everything else. And I think I made those points validly, bro. Like, he got the accuracy. He got the ring IQ. He know how to set traps. He's an explosive counterpuncher. He's extremely powerful. He got a chin. He has extremely underrated defense. People consider Devin Haney to be right up there with Shakur Stevenson in terms of defensive fighters and being defensively elusive and hard to hit. And Tank Davis has shown when you don't want to hit him, he don't hit him. As a matter of fact, the Tank Davis getting touched up, I already killed that debate tonight. Just go watch the playback. Go look at the numbers. They all up there for everybody, not just me. They up there for everybody, bro. So with a fighter that has everything, he only missing one thing, bro. If Tank Davis, matter of fact, I don't even know what Devin's dimensions. I think Devin like 5'8" with a 70-inch reach, bro, if memory served me correctly. But if he was as tall, if he was what is it, 70 or 72?
I think it's 72.
72, yeah. If his shit, if Tank Davis was 5'8" with a 72-inch reach, this shit wouldn't even, like, boxing wouldn't be fair at 135 or 140 or even 140. It wouldn't be fair, yeah, bro, because he got everything. Like, he is the example of, like, I don't know what everybody believe in, God, Allah, you know, Hindu, whatever y'all believe in. The example of whatever higher power you believing in, looking down and being like, nah, bro, you can't have everything. You can't have everything. We're gonna give you everything except height. We're gonna make your ass little than a motherfucker. Because if I give you some height, the shit not gonna be fair. It's gonna be unfair. So that's what I would give him. Height and length, be the perfect fighter, bro.
I give you something his ass better get without it. A jab.
What's that, bro?
Man, Tank with a jab. Tank with a jab.
Bro,
when you gotta worry about where that power coming from.
No, he got a jab, bro, but he 5'4". He 5'4", so he can't jab with people. He 5'4" with a 67.5-inch arm reach, bro. He can't jab with who he gonna jab at lightweight? Like at the top of the lightweight, the only one he could jab with is probably Loma, because Loma little as shit too.
Tank impose pressure on you just by being in your space.
Yeah, but his thing is just continue to use that head movement, continue to find creative ways to get inside. If you do fight a fighter that's strong enough to get you on the back foot, set your trap, see what they doing, see if you can get them. You know what I'm saying, and go from there. But he can't jab with Devin Haney. He just all he got to do is watch his fight with Barrios.
Fighter you jab with, but
yeah, all he got to do is watch Devin fight with Barrios. I mean, watch his fight with Barrios. Watch what JoJo Diaz did with Devin and implement that game plan. Just try to walk to him slowly but surely. Try to force him into a fight and see what happens.
Everybody ain't gonna let you time him, bro. Everybody ain't gonna let you time him. Great debate though, man. Y'all
that shit. Fun, man. I appreciate it, man. This shit was fun.
Yeah, that shit was
moderating.
And I see you, BF. Tank Davis fighting the same level of competition as Devin Haney. The hell, Cambosos ain't better than Cruz, bro.
Sound like free smoke.
Isak Cruz and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, Isak Cruz is just as good as Cambosos, bro. Just as good. But man, shout out to BFTB. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah. Shout out to R West in the Super Chat. Said y'all both my brothers. Hell of a job, but I didn't expect nothing less. Great job. To me, the rounds were competitive and close. Two great boxing minds. Yeah, facts. That shit. Yeah, he is, BF. We'll talk about it. I'll call you. And if we disagree hard enough, we might can debate on it, bro. We'll see. But you got you a fight with OTB. I can't wait to see y'all brothers get it in next week, man. That shit gonna be lit. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me get last words. We'll go to our great moderator, my brother OTB. First, OTB, thank you so much for coming up, man. You ain't had to take the time. OTB, bro. Moderated the shit out of this, bro. I appreciate you. And man, look, we got to keep this shit going for the people, man. But go ahead and you know what I'm saying, let everybody know where to find you. Let everybody know your day in court is next week. Your day in court is next week. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know what you got going on.
You know we gonna be tapped in. I see Big Bro. I see the ops. I see, you know what I mean? I see Big Bro sending the out of town shooters on this for brother shit. You know what I mean? You gotta send out of town shooters, B. But man, get the OTB boxing class 1-on-1. Check out that Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall film, man. That's 5 for y'all. You dig? A lot of in the pocket for all y'all who like boxers who fight in the pocket. Man, you got one. You got one in there. Man, next week we will be here tapped in. Better yet, I think I'm going to take a trip through the graveyard before then. You dig? And see what spirits I see that I like. But, you know.
Oh, shit, he cut out.
What happened?
He cut out, bro. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, you good.
All right, I'm gonna drop the link. If you still here, OTB, I'm gonna drop the link for you, bro. I hate that happened. Maybe BF, you know, BFTV real good technically and shit. Maybe he hacked my shit and kicked you off because you was talking shit. Maybe he hacked my shit and kicked your ass out. Like, get the fuck out of here. I ain't trying to hear you talk shit to me. That link is for OTB only. He can come back on and spit his last words. So shout out to Zenith. Tank got the same height and reach as Anyway. Facts, bro. And Manny Pacquiao. All facts.
Manny Pacquiao made it to 47, didn't he? 50.
Y'all go sub the Glove Up Boxing and more, man. I can't I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing but you know what I mean? I can't hit it in the chat is what I'm trying to say, glove up. Coach. I can't hit it in the chat. Go ahead, OTB. 817. I see you in the background. I'm gonna let you up, but don't you start no shit. I'm gonna let you up after OTB get done. Go ahead, OTB.
Go ahead, man.
Nah, go ahead.
Appreciate
it. Last words, bro. Yeah, man. Hey,
appreciate you, OTB, bro. God damn.
Already. No, he dipped out. 817.
Don't start that bullshit.
See you at the crossroads. So you won't be lonely.
Take his ass out. Put this motherfucker.
Man, get your ass out of here. I gotta get right side, landward. Right side, bro. Thank you so much, man, for coming up here, bro. This shit was fun. Man, we got it. You know what I'm saying? Right side on this shit, man. I told y'all, you got to take that man serious. That man know his boxing. He came with some heat today. Right side, give everybody your last words. Let them know where to find you. And, bro, thank you again for coming and participating in this, man. I hope we can continue to keep this shit moving forward, bro.
Man, KO, I appreciate you, bro. I'm going to tell y'all, one of the best series on box. I mean, in the YTBC, as far as, bro, just think about this. The last few shows you done had, bro, we ain't said nothing about Bud and Spence, bro. It ain't been nothing about Bud and Spence. We done really kept that shit boxing. And, bro, this is really refreshing, man. I had fun tonight. You know, I'm looking at the chat. They say I got cooked, but I feel a little differently about it. But me and you will talk about that one-on-one. Man, y'all go sub to the channel, man. Dub Right Side. We're gonna be going live. We got in the coming weeks, man. We got a new series coming out, and we're gonna have some brothers on there. And so, man, y'all definitely go. And all we're trying to bring the community together as far as the YTBC. And bring everybody, you know what I'm saying? So we all know each other a little more on a little personal level, but not too personal, you feel me? But just trying to be, you be in the chat with people all day and every day, you know what I'm saying? And you really don't know them, so trying to get to know those people in the chat, the content creators, you know what I'm saying? And just trying to bring the community closer, man. So y'all definitely go subscribe. Salute the Knockout, man. Great show, bro. You did your thing tonight. You feel me? I still feel, hey, I beat that boy. Everybody know I beat that boy. Everybody know I beat that boy. Nah.
You on your AB shit, bro. Nah, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I felt like I was climbing the uphill battle in that second round. If it was my vote, and I'm not never gonna vote on my own battle, I'd say I won the first round, you got me in the second round, and I won the third, and then the fourth round was fun as shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my honest, and I'm saying that shit on live for everybody to hear. That's my honest to God opinion, bro. Like, I believe the Right Side won the second round. I was trying. I was coming with everything I could. I had a lot of facts, but I'm gonna tell y'all what won it for him, in my opinion. What got him the second round, in my opinion, when he used what I said about Devin Haney on my own shit. I was like, damn. I was like, shit, bro. He got me in the second round. Ain't no coming back with that guy. So I sure said that shit. I was like, God damn. I did say that shit.
Good, it's all good. I had a lot of fun, bro. Like, but last thing, man, Knockout.
Mm-hmm.
You did your motherfucking thing, and if I scored it myself, you feel me? I call it a split draw. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like I won round one. But I call it a split draw, bro. That's what I'm going with tonight, man.
Hell no. Ain't no way you won round one, bro. But salute to you, man. Salute to you, man, dog. I appreciate you, dog, and I'll catch you next time, man.
All right, bro. Take it easy now.
All right, peace out, bro. Hey, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all coming up. Man, shout out to my brother Educated Jab, Specs, Robert Magnum, BFTB, Dundada, Swat Jones, iKarma 123, OTB Boxing Class 1-on-1. Batman Forever, aka 817. Let me put this back up here, man, because my young homie did that shit. It's just slowing my shit down. I gotta, bam, there we go. We got the little background and shit. Shout out to Crush. I'm St. Louis. Cassandra, my beautiful wife, Miss Knockout Boxing 86 TV, Xena 360, AJ 64. Sorry I wasn't able to put more super chats and comments up on the screen, but it's kind of hard when you're not hosting and you actually got to debate yourself. Dank Father, Rick Timms, Isaiah Felix, man, and everybody that came up and showed up, man. And I appreciate y'all for doing that, man. It was a very, very fun time, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Remember, we got my brother BFTB Boxing going against my brother OTB Boxing Class 1-on-1 next Thursday, August the 11th at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Then the following Thursday, we already got one scheduled. I got it announced on the channel. We got my brother Coach from Glove Up Boxing and More going against my brother Dwayne Freeman from Boxing Matchups with Dwayne Freeman. They got a debate going down August the 18th at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And we trying to grow this shit. Look, man, any and all is welcome. You just got to be able to hold your own, bro. You got to be able to let people talk. You got to be able to not talk over people. And shit, kick your shit. Any and all, from any YouTube channel, from any chat platform. We ain't on that personal shit. We ain't cussing nobody out. We talking real boxing over here. If you want to know how shit is ran, watch the debate tonight. Watch the other debates that we got on the channel. You understand what I'm saying? And that way you'll know what to expect if you do decide to come over here. My email is right there. Hit me on my email if you want to schedule a debate. And I appreciate everybody that showed up in the Cash App, everybody that showed up in the super chat, and everybody that hit the like button. If you haven't already, hit that like button right now for me, man. But thank you so much to everybody, man. We'll catch y'all on the next time. And if you don't do shit else this weekend, man, y'all be sure to watch boxing, bro. It's gonna keep the sport going. And remember, on top of just winning the debate that I won, on top of that shit, watch me get all the picks right. Watch me get all the picks right this weekend, bro. Straight up and down. But y'all boy be easy. Y'all ladies be easy. Check y'all later. Miss Knockout Boxing 86 TV. I'm coming back there to see you, girl. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.